Hi, welcome back to Monster of the Week on QueueTimes. I'm your keeper, Sam Richardson, and these are my wonderful hunters.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm one of them.
If you've never watched this show before, Monster of the Week is a tabletop RPG show about these three monster hunters who have been traveling the United States all the way to the West Coast. The system itself is sort of based around Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Supernatural or things of that ilk. And there's monsters and occasionally super heartfelt, tender moments. And then more monsters. Real quick, I want to get a couple thank yous out of the way. First of all, thank you to QueueTimes for the use of their space and their lighting and their cameras and their mics and literally everything. The stream would not be possible without them. So seriously, Indigo, Krug, and TS Quent, you guys are amazing, and thank you so much for the work that you do. If you are not already subscribed to QueueTimes, please, like this video first. But then also subscribe to QueueTimes and go follow Jake and all of the rest of them on Twitter. They are wonderful people. Next, I wanted to thank Evil Hat Productions and Michael Sands for creating Monster of the Week. We did a brief interview with Michael Sands on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, and you can find that along with all of the previous backlog of these episodes in a playlist called Monster of the Week. That is also available at bit.ly/Fight the Monsters. That is a capital F, a capital T, and a capital M. Go check that out. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. Please stick around. This show is wonderful. You're hopping in at a sort of a strange time because we are in the final 2 episodes of the last arc of Pest Control. So there's going to be like this episode's basically going to be like the mother of all spoilers. But you should still go back and rewatch all of the previous episodes to understand sort of the build up to where we've gotten to at this point. Because I think they're all wonderful, and I love what my players have done with each of their characters. I feel like they've all really like grown in interesting ways.
What are you gonna say?
It's just that if Henrietta is Jamie's mom, right?
Mhm,
and if Jamie's whole thing is all secrets must be revealed, is
Yeah,
Henrietta
yeah.
not the mother of all spoilers?
No,
we'll
Jamie's
answer
not
that.
a spoiler. Jamie's a spoilerer.
We will answer that at the end of the last episode. One last thank you. I want to thank Wojciech Goldsevsky, who's a musical composer who does a lot of like synth and dark synth and synth wave and various synth related musical
J-synth, pop
compositions.
synth, emo synth,
All
alt
of pretty
synth,
much all the synths that you can think of.
under synth.
The 7 deadly synths.
Yep, good one. So their music is available on Spotify and Bandcamp and inspired a lot of this show. When I was first starting to write The Dirge, which is the very first arc of the show, I was listening to his music pretty much nonstop. So if you enjoy the vibe of this show and you want to go listen to some cool synth music, you should go check him out. I'm not going to spell his name here, but you can talk to me on Twitter or check in the comments below, and I'll leave a spelled out version of his name so you can search him. Okay. We are not going to do a recap on tonight's episode of Monster of the Week because I want to hop right in. We have a lot to get through in these last 2 episodes. So without further ado, Maggie and Henry... Oh, we should do character introductions.
Hello, I am
so sorry.
Jonas Newhouse, they, them, and I play 2 characters on this wonderful show. The primary character who I've been playing since the beginning is Henrietta, who is the monstrous. Specifically, she is a Selkie, a seal, in this case a leopard seal, who can transform and take the form of a human. Her human form is big, pale, bald, beautiful, and carries a huge sword. Not currently, but whenever appropriate. I also play her detective vampire stepson, Jamie, who is he/him, and is a hybrid of the monstrous and the gumshoe playbooks. He has light brown skin, he has a hood up all the time, he's covered as much as possible because he is a vampire, and he often has a cigarette somewhere, not always being smoked.
I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Keely Stewart. She, her, the expert playbook. Keely is a let's see here. Is there a better way of describing androgynous clothing than saying androgynous? Because I don't really. It's kind of tattered black skinny jeans with some combat boots, a vest, and generally a short sleeve.
She is a walking hot topic, but not in a way that you are. There's not a good way to do it.
Yeah, there really isn't. But she has black skin. Her left arm goes down to the elbow, and then that's it. And a scar over her left eye, which she cannot see out of. And she has kind of tight sponged hair and a hat that rests on top of it, as does my hat on my head.
I am Sam/Sammy, she, her, and I am playing Maggie Thornback, also she, her, and she is the spell singer. She is a goth, and also her hair might have changed recently, which is why I'm wearing this wig.
It's a wig?
It's a goth? Gender reveal party. It's a goth!
Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, Maggie and Henrietta, you are standing in one of the hotel rooms on the HMS Marionette, which is the cruise ship that you boarded last episode. Maggie, you have just heard the disembodied voice of your grandmother, who you are named for, Magnolia Thornback, echo out from the room around you.
Henrietta did not, correct?
Henrietta did not.
Cool.
What do you do?
Grandmother?
What? No, I'm not.
What the fuck? Grandmother?
No, I'm not. What?
I'm gonna pick up the herbs that she was feeling attached to a little bit. Hello?
Hello?
Henrietta, give me a second.
The last thing that did happen was that you did tell Henrietta there was a ghost in the room.
Thank you.
So Henrietta does know there is a ghost. So don't.
Yes.
She said don't freak out. There's a ghost in the room. And Henrietta was like,
Okay, cool. Still, okay. Then let me just. I want to.
Oh, and you did your move.
Yeah, that's right. So Henrietta knows there's a ghost. So so everything she said, she still just said because it sounded like you were talking to her. Yeah. And then Henrietta says, "Oh, is."
Can I try to communicate with her?
So that's what you just tried to do.
Yeah.
And the glitch that you chose was it is of short duration.
That's right.
So that is why you've only heard those two words, which were "Hello, Maggie."
Can I try again?
Not right now.
Too close.
You try it again, you're gonna hear "What up?"
Can Henrietta still sense the presence of the ghost in the room?
The ghost is still here.
And hasn't moved.
Has not moved.
Your grandmother is the ghost, would you say?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you will be delighted to know that she is still here, which I am sure means she loves you very, very much.
Maggie and Henrietta, you hear a key card being entered into the door, the lock on the door. Do you want to
teleport away? Yes, right?
I guess so.
I mean, yeah, I just wanted to know if you were okay with it. Henrietta's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you roll?
No.
Can you help me?
I don't know. Can I? Are you close?
Oh yeah. I have to be.
We had previously decided that with this move, you cannot help out with moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did Henrietta roll?
This is a 6.
Mark experience. Woo! This is the second time you failed trying to teleport us.
Yep.
Wow, Henrietta's gonna level up really soon, and the rest of us are gonna die.
Then here's what happens. Henrietta, you disappear. Maggie, you are in the room as the door swings open.
Oh no!
There is a woman standing there, and she's wearing what looks to be a chef's apron that she is untying from her back, and she freezes as soon as she sees you in the room.
You goon.
Oh.
You're not supposed to be here.
Whip out my wand. What the hell did you do to my grandmother?
Who?
Don't act dumb. I know you've been using these herbs.
I don't know anything about those herbs.
Why are they in your room?
I'm not sure. I'm sure someone must have planted them here.
They are so calm.
I would like you to leave. I don't have to call security, do I?
No. Can I take the herbs?
Well, yes. I mean, if someone planted them here, I want them gone. I don't know what kind of silly hijinks people are up to on this boat.
Any other words? Yes. Yes.
How did you get into my room?
It was open.
It wasn't. I just unlocked it.
That's how I came in. Just walked in and it was open.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
I am. I will roll. I mean, I am.
No, yeah, she is telling the truth.
It's true. It was unlocked. That's
Yep.
how she got in.
10. No, sorry. Yeah, 10.
Okay. Will you leave, or do I need to call security?
No, I'll go. Can I get your name just so I don't, I don't want to.
Yes, absolutely.
Let me check my identification card.
You were the one who said someone came to the door.
And the name's Belle.
Belle. Great.
Actually, wait a minute. You look familiar. Were you in a pickup truck?
Yes.
Oh, me and my sister, we saw you sprinting towards the end of the dock. I'm glad you made it aboard.
Oh, yeah. It was tough. We were really cut it close.
What was your name?
Poppy.
Poppy. Oh.
Yeah.
Last name?
Graves.
It's a pleasure, Poppy Graves.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, we don't get very much time between shifts.
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't mind leaving,
Absolutely.
I'm going to take a nap.
So sorry to bother you. And then I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
Okay.
She
You
closes the door behind you.
Is this
Huh?
Henrietta wouldn't be gone very long.
Henrietta is gone very long.
Okay, cool. Well,
No.
would have been bad for me to show up right now with an electric sword, but you're right, I shouldn't.
Maggie, you have the door slammed in your face.
Sure.
And someone off to the side says, "You've got a secret." And you turn, and Z Hemingway and a group of kids are standing in the hallway looking at you.
Oh, no.
Hey, Maggie.
Oh, God.
Keely.
Oh. Ugh.
You are headed towards the Graves family. That is Poppy, Calvin, Teresa, and Charlie, who Jamie spotted on his way up to rendezvous with you in the fitness center. He told you that they were on the 10th floor, somewhere around the cafe that he was coming from. How are you getting there?
I'm like speed walking there, and here's what the camera sees. This is what. So Keely is like is like very like power walking down to like where the elevator is. On the way there is like passing by like people. Is ditching the outfit that she is wearing.
Okay.
And as she passes by, she pulls like a Hawaiian shirt, like that was just sitting like resting by a pool. Like takes it, puts it on. Somebody else like has just like a robe like on a rack, like it's a rack of robes that are being delivered to people's rooms for getting ready for people to go back to their rooms after dinner tonight. And she goes and she grabs one of those and puts it on, and then she takes her hat off and kisses it goodbye. Sets it down and grabs a hat, just like a nearby like baseball cap, like laying around, and puts it on. Gets in the elevator and goes to the 11th floor.
Okay. You can see out over the main atrium. This is one of those glass elevators that kind of like looks down deeper into the ship, and you see as you are headed down the floors, the people that Jamie described. And the security officer that you met outside of the ship, leading them away deeper into the ship, away from the elevator doors. Just as you reach the bottom and they ding open.
I sprint.
Okay, roll me act under pressure.
Okay. $13.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry, 14. I forgot to get a +3.
What happens?
Okay, so I sprint and like people are like, getting in my way, and it's all like I'm like hopping around them and like vault over a couple people, and then like I snag some sunglasses like off a desk that someone has like just set them down,
Mm-hmm.
pop them on, and like jump over a bar, skid across it, and like land and like get like right around the corner in front of them,
Okay.
and then calmly walk around the corner.
And Mark says, "Hey,
Thank God.
it's good that
I've been
you're
looking
here.
all over for you. My name is Keely Stewart," and I pulled down the sunglasses. "There's an imposter on this like ship that is pretending to be me or something, and they got on with someone else's ticket or whatever. I have my ticket right here."
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Here's the deal. This is so good, I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Hell yeah. And they did just get a really good act under pressure.
Yeah.
Mark says, "Oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
that makes perfect sense.
It does.
How? Oh, okay. Well, we've got to locate this imposter."
No, I have a lead on them.
Back.
I just saw them.
Where?
I just saw them. They're in the very bowels of the ship. All of them were. They just went
Why
there.
were you in the bowels of the ship?
No, I watched them go down.
Okay, well, lead the way.
I had to track them. Oh, you want me to do it? Are you kidding me? I'm Keely Stewart.
Well, you need to show me where they left.
Hey! They could be dangerous. You want me to get involved? I'm a
Okay,
ticket.
all
I'm a
right.
passenger
I'll
on
call. I'll call.
Are these the people that they took the tickets from? Is this them?
Oh yeah, this is
Oh
them.
my gosh.
What happened? Do you know? Did you see any of the others that were with them?
Oh yeah, there was this big, like burly one. They must have met up with someone else who had tickets or something.
Oh my god!
Huge.
This is a huge
red
security
beard.
breach.
It is.
I'm gonna get fired.
No, don't worry. Hey, you won't get fired as long as you keep it under wraps. I'm here for you.
Okay.
All right?
I'm on it.
So you just look into it yourself. Make sure you don't like tap into those other resources you got, because it could be really bad for you.
Okay, you're
But
right.
you got me. All right. You want my number?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. I'll give you my number. And Keely's gonna pull out Carly's number.
Okay.
Okay, and here's my number, and
Perfect. Okay,
You
I'll call you
can't-
with anything.
you can't call me. You can text me though.
Okay, I'll text you with anything.
All right, cool.
Okay.
And then Keely pulls out like her phone and is texting Carly. If you get texts from a new number, just forward them to me.
Okay. Mark turns back to the Graves family and says, "I'm so sorry. We're gonna get this sorted out immediately. You don't need to report this anywhere. Well, listen. Okay." And he pulls out a phone and types something in and says, "Okay. It looks like your rooms are on the 6th deck. Why don't you just go there? There should be making an announcement soon that all of the rooms are ready. So just hang out there, and I'll come find you when everything is sorted out. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to inconvenience you." And Poppy says, "Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Are you Keely Stewart?"
Yeah, that's me.
"Jamie,
Yeah.
where are you?"
Were Jamie and Jerry's game going anywhere? What was Jerry's game's name?
His name is Thomas Wessler.
Yes, Thomas. Yeah. Mr. Wessler. Were we? I know we're trying to avoid Jordan. Do you remember if we had like a thing we were trying to do, or we just? I feel like we were just hanging
I think
low.
you were waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hang tight.
I think that is also
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah.
Then I think we are still in the like workout area because that
Okay.
was like described to be one of the most remote.
Mhm.
Actually, does Thomas have a room that is his own room?
Yes.
We are there, if not going.
Okay.
there.
Yeah, you are on your way there then.
Cool.
Thomas has a nice suite on the 6th floor, so
Sweet.
he's leading you down.
I didn't mean a pun, but I did it.
He is
Sweet.
he is leading you down to his room, and he's just kind of like chatting your ear off about chess, and he's like, "Yeah, there was this one time where I moved a knight in a way that was really, really cool. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but it was very cool."
I believe you.
And I mean,
Have you seen that movie about chess?
which one? I've seen all of them.
Yeah. The one, it was like finding someone or...
Dory?
No, that wasn't about chess, bro.
You're right. Nemo.
No, that also wasn't about chess. That was...
Those are. I watched those with
Those are
Jenny
the
when
fish.
she was younger.
How long you been on this boat, bro?
on?
Jamie says bro now.
No, apparently.
Can I ask you something?
Always.
What does it mean to like be a vampire?
Well, for me, it means a certain relatively low level of full body pain at all times. Constant. And when I go too long without feeding or get too much or really any direct sunlight, that pain kind of goes up. It also means I do need to feed on human blood now and then. Always willing. I'm very proud to say I have never drank blood from an unwilling, I'm going to say vessel, but you know what I mean. I also have, like, superpowers now, so it means that.
Jamie,
Yes.
there is no one else in this hallway. I need you to roll me act under pressure.
These dice. These dice right here.
So this is for your hunger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what is it? What is it? What is
It
the
is
move called?
feed.
Feed.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes. So when a perfect opportunity presents itself for you to feed on someone, you have to roll act under pressure.
Yes.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide. I have 3 luck points left. So here's my question.
Mhm.
It is a perfect opportunity.
Yes.
Would you, so if I take this 5, Jamie is going to feed no matter what.
Yes.
Will you allow Jamie a moment to ask for consent before feeding, as that is what he typically does?
You can ask. I won't guarantee that you will have chance to hear an answer.
Sure. I'm going to spend a luck point.
Okay. So you feel this like primal urge just fill your body for a moment. I think maybe you even take a step towards Thomas, and then it's gone. It's just gone. And actually, you feel as if you've just fed.
Hey,
Are you all right?
I didn't just drink your blood and forget about it, did I?
No. Is that something that happens?
It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened.
I have to say, this
No,
whole
no.
vampire thing is not sounding great right now.
Hey, listen. I've got myself under control, okay? I'm going to need to feed relatively soon. Now, I can do it.
I mean, please don't feed. I would
Okay.
request that you don't feed on
Okay,
me.
no, I won't, of course. I need to find someone then. Cause here's the thing. It gets harder to control when I do if I haven't, you know. I got myself, but that could happen again. This is a weird ask. Is there any chance you know anyone on this boat who wouldn't mind me drinking their blood?
I can't say that I do.
Where's a good place to look, Mr. Wessler? Because
I feel like giving you that information is going to lead to the harm of others.
No. Well, harm in a sense, but I wouldn't do it if they weren't okay with it. You gotta understand. I would only do it if it was okay. Can I hide in your room and can you find me someone?
Jamie, I feel as though this is where we should part ways.
I'm worried about leaving you alone. I'm also worried about leaving you alone with me, but I'm worried about you being alone. Something bad is going to happen on this boat. And I'm being paid to make sure that you're safe. Not much, but I'm being paid.
Roll me manipulate someone.
Cool. I wonder if I've got a move for this. No, not really. Hell yeah. That is a 12.
Mr. Wessler says, okay, against my better judgment, there's a crew lounge in the bottom deck. The crew around here, there's sort of a party atmosphere.
Okay.
If I were to guess about someone that would want a vampire to feed on them, that would be the first place that I would try.
Makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go down there, Mr. Wessler.
You can stay with me
Okay.
if you can't find another option.
Okay.
And Maybe I'll let you
Think-
feed on
think
me,
about
but
it, ruminate.
can we
Of course,
like
yeah.
I need some time to
Yeah,
process
think about it.
that.
I would say hide in your room. Just stay safe in your room, okay?
Okay.
I'll come back here and find you after, okay?
Okay.
All right.
It's been a pleasure, Jamie.
Absolutely. As well.
Don't forget our gentleman's agreement.
Never. A gentleman never does.
Okay. Jamie, over the loudspeakers, you hear, "All right, passengers, this is your captain speaking. I would like to invite all of you back to your hotel rooms aboard the HMS Marionette. We are currently finishing up the last of our duties, so if someone is coming out of your room, please give them a moment to take their card away. Otherwise, please make your way towards your rooms now. Thank you so much. I'm still getting used to this, John. I just don't... No, you didn't click... Okay, hang on. What? And it goes off.
Welcome to the boat. I don't think I forgot.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't go to his room.
Okay.
But he looks like he's going to.
Do we know
Henrietta.
where the room is?
Yes. So she teleported to the cove.
You didn't.
Okay.
You teleported to a room. A large room with a curved metal frame that you can hear water splashing against. There is a door, a big metal door with like, you know, that glass that has kind of like the inlaid wires in it, like the cross hatching.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I
That's-
think I know what you're talking
there's
about.
a door like that with a large lock on it.
Okay. Has she been here before?
She has never been here before.
Okay. I think I want to read a bad situation.
I think that seems appropriate.
Oh yeah, that's a move.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll plus sharp.
What'd you roll?
4.
Oh my
Mark
God.
experience.
Oh, level up, baby.
Not quite, but close. Only one behind Jamie now.
You're all alone.
Stop.
So here's the deal. I am going to write down that I have a hard move against Henrietta. I'm
Mhm.
not going to take a hard move against you in this
Cool.
moment.
Then I will tell you what she does to read the bad situation,
Okay.
which would give her a little bit more information if it
Sure.
works out. But
Yeah.
she's going to poke her eyes through that door, just like
You
push her
can't.
face through. She can't. Okay.
It feels the same way that it did when you were teleported
Yeah.
into the Mrs. facility.
Um.
Oh, you're in the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, she's going to break the door down.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You can try this. You will have to beat a 12 for it to succeed.
Okay.
So like get a 13 or 14.
And this is act under pressure.
This is, well, no, this would be, oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it would be active pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cool.
So yeah, that is an 8 for Henrietta.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, yeah, I'm going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. Essentially, you are not going to be able to break the door down, but you're not going to sustain any damage from your attempts to do so.
Okay.
Does that
Cool.
seem fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you wail against this door, just like smashing against it, even like maybe denting it a little bit, but can't seem to get past it. And you hear in the distance a sound. There's a beeping. And it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer until you hear the sound of footsteps. And then someone appears in front of the door.
Henrietta, like when she hears, when did you get up? Lay down. Lay down. When she hears the footsteps, she would like move so that she's not right in front of the door, like go
Okay.
into a corner near it.
Okay.
The idea being that like if they look in, maybe they wouldn't see her. If
Gotcha.
they come in, she can get the jump on them.
Okay.
Not that there's any reason they wouldn't know that she's in here, but that is
So
where she's standing.
There,
right now.
there is a view of the room from,
Sure.
like it's not a big
It
enough
make- it
room
makes
that you
sense,
can
yeah.
do that. But
But-
you get as far away from sightline as
as
possible.
possible, yeah.
And someone puts their face up to the glass and then kind of goes back and forth until they spot you. And Henrietta, it's someone you know. It's someone you've like seen on TV. He has this like just big magnanimous grin. He's wearing kind of like a nice suit, and you see that there is another sort of larger person standing behind him, almost looming, I would say. You cannot, for the life of you, figure out who this person is. In fact, the minute you, like, even staring at their face, it just glances off of your brain completely.
I know you.
Hey, Henrietta. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Oh my God. I have to say, I've been following everything you've done. I'm very impressed.
I've been following you too.
Well,
I know.
Sort of, in a way.
In the ways that you know, and in ways that you do not.
I think I would know if you were following me in a way that I didn't know.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Okay. So you're going to stay here?
No.
Until we're done with everything that we're going to do?
No.
And I just wanted to say, a big fan. We will let you out when all this is over. But after that point, you are going to want to probably hide. And I only tell you this because I'm a big fan. You're probably going to want to hide for the rest of your life. Because otherwise you probably will be hunted down and killed. So just keep that in mind. I can't make choices for you. If you do break out, Jameson here is going to kill you.
No.
And then if that doesn't work, I will kill you. And if that doesn't work, we have like 5 to 6 backup plans.
How will you stop them from killing you before you get a chance to touch me?
Jameson?
No. My support.
Oh,
My family.
oh yeah. Wait. I can do this. Well, I know Keely, obviously. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. Maggie, there's Maggie. Is it true that Maggie's the Oracle now? We sent someone after Joyce Oshana, and frankly, you brought it right to us.
Shut up.
It's like we didn't have to do anything.
I'm tired of
Even though
hearing you
our
speak.
plan failed, it's like fate,
Do you know that you have actually stated the name of the person that you should watch out for? Though I said no when you did, I misheard you. Yes, you should be prepared for Jamie, son.
Oh, also, yeah, I am gonna kill your stepson.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. He's kind of a nuisance, frankly.
Henrietta slams into the door. This is like a last attempt to break straight through it, either materializing or busting.
I'm gonna keep your roll for this. It does not work.
Yeah.
You definitely, the door groans out from you. This guy does not even take a step back, but his kind of backup behind him kind of puts a hand to his side where you can tell there is a pistol holstered there.
Yeah.
All right, Henrietta. I'll be back to let you out in 24 hours. Bye.
See you in 1.
And this person is going to walk away. Maggie. You are standing in the hallway when you hear the announcement about everyone going to their rooms. Z and everyone kind of look up at the ceiling and take all of that information in and then turn back to you. So...
Yeah.
How did you end up here? Did you get a letter too?
No, actually I didn't. Keely did, though.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's everyone's coming together.
Wait, 2. Did you get letters?
Well, I got a letter. This is Z.
Yeah.
And there were... I was with a couple of people. Megan? She's a harpy. She's got big wings. It's so cool.
I know.
Have you met her?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then an older woman, Susanna?
Yeah. From Denver, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so crazy that everyone's met everyone.
You know what? It is pretty crazy, isn't it?
So, what are you hunting? What are we hunting?
We?
Well, yeah.
You guys are kids. You can't be involved in this right now.
I've got a secret too, Maggie.
Okay. What's your secret, Z? I don't know his name, Z.
And
What's your secret?
Z snaps his fingers and appears behind you.
How? What?
My secret is Jesus!
My son.
Okay. We got a little bit of magic there.
The power of the Lord allows us to use magic powers.
Absolutely.
If you read the Bible right.
You know what? Sure. Yep.
So what are we hunting?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, I don't know where Keely is. Henrietta was here, and now she's not.
What happened to her?
Good question. What was your name again?
I'm Z.
Z, hey.
Did we never meet?
Not really officially. You, asked me for my drink, and I was like, nah.
That's right!
Yeah.
Do you have...
No. Absolutely not.
Okay. I mean, frankly, that's probably good because we all had the things that they gave us. We dressed on top of each other like they do in movies with a big trench coat, and they just gave us a drink.
You drank that, huh?
All of us did, yeah.
Drunk children, Sam. You made drunk children.
Welcome to the real world, Jonas!
They carded Jamie.
Yeah, right?
But they didn't card these
They
kids.
didn't card Vincent Adultman.
They had something in the,
Yeah, alcohol.
No. Tracking herbs.
Okay.
So they're going to be able to track you, even with your
Cool.
magic.
If they track me, that's fine. I've got the power of the Lord on my side, Maggie.
Oh, no. I hate being responsible for children. And then Maggie's going to cast magic.
Okay.
And she's going to try to see where Henrietta is.
Cool.
Using magic.
Yeah. Roll me some dice.
Another place.
Hey, you've got those tracking herbs too.
I do. When in doubt. But I think I'm okay. 12.
Maggie, your vision, as it's done so many times before, goes completely orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are in the room just as Henrietta slams against the door. And you catch, just basically out of the corner of your all-seeing eye, the speaker, this person who you know, leaving.
Mm.
The speaker is someone you recognize, and not just from the news. They were the person standing on stage saying Keely's name.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Who saw that coming?
Got it. And he's a news anchor?
Quite daring of you to think that's going to happen, Sam. Oh, boy. Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Well, Maggie has a +1 to stopping it, so...
I do.
You see Henrietta as... what does Henrietta do immediately following that moment?
I feel like she would continue attacking the door for, a solid minute at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you just see her smashing against the doors over and over again. And you look around this room and you see one side kind of curving up and away. Sort of near the ceiling is the widest part of the room, and then kind of coming down closer to the floor.
Can I? Because we've established this in Geringer, that if I don't see a person, sometimes I can still inflict harm. Or is it too far? Is there a range?
What are you trying to do?
Here's the thing. I really want to get him with a hex.
Okay.
But I want to inflict harm on this dude so that I can hex him.
Well, here's the deal. So you are currently using magic.
I see.
So he is too far away from you, but also you can't do both of those simultaneously.
Right. I see.
When you come out of this state, it is possible that you may be able to inflict harm on him that way.
Okay. So I see the slope.
Yeah.
Would I be able to read a bad situation then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me do that at least.
Damn. What'd you roll?
13.
13. Okay, on a 10 plus, hold 3. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
Listen, I love Henrietta, y'all, so I can't let anything happen to her. What's my best way in?
Your best way in, as you float around this room, you peek out through the window and you see there is a pretty standard looking key card on the other side.
Okay.
If this door was not magically reinforced, the things that Henrietta was doing to it would absolutely have broken it down.
Gotcha.
So it looks to be a standard key card plus something magical.
Okay. Interesting. Like a barrier, perhaps?
Maybe.
What's the best way to protect the victim?
Okay, I'm going to give you something that is tied to your premonition.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like this kind of like surge of that white foggish energy for a second. And it's almost like if you've ever had like intrusive thoughts or something like that, it's almost like having one of those in that moment. You know the best way to protect Henrietta is to leave her where she is.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
That sucks.
that really sucks.
What's your third question?
What's most vulnerable to me?
I think most vulnerable to you is that as you see the speaker leaving, it seems for a moment that he sees you.
Okay.
That's all. Keely. Mark has just like sprinted off in the direction of the lower decks, and you are left standing in front of this small family group. Charlie is still completely buried in her book, but everyone else is sort of kind of looking at you.
Is Charlie like walking and reading?
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
for sure. Everyone else is sort of like,
You know what? Let's head over to the bar. Drinks on me. Oh shoot! No, I forgot my card in my room.
wait. This is Calvin talking. Hey, are monsters real?
Yeah. Of course. I don't just vlog and do sorts of stuff. I ain't no influencer. I don't know how to talk to people personally. That's why I kind of like to go around incognito. You know, the shades, the shirt, the bathrobe.
I mean,
Yes.
what you did to that guy in the video was and what you all did was kind of fucked up, but it seemed like he was terrible.
Oh yeah.
So-
No, he's pretty awful. Like one of the worst, in fact, I would say. One of the worst things we encountered was definitely
and-
that piece of shit Henry Sweezel.
Frankly, I mean, it's so cool to meet you.
It's really cool. You know what? Actually, you'd think that people come up to me all the time. I don't really get it a whole lot. Most people,
Really?
yeah, they come up and like spit in my face and they're like, "Monsters aren't real. I hate you."
What?
Yeah, so it's really terrible. Can I show y'all something?
But yeah, please. And everyone except Charlie is like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, please.
I would like a little bit of your name. You're in the middle of a book there. What's that book?
Funny roll plus sharp.
All right. Double sixes.
Wow. That's a 19.
That's a 15.
Keely, what was the topic of your PhD?
Oh, Mythbusters busted.
Mythbusters busted?
Busting the myth.
Busting
of
the myth of the
myths.
myth. Okay.
Busting the myth of the myths.
Charlie is reading a hardcover copy of your PhD thesis. And she looks up and she has tears in her eyes. Would you,
You want me to sign that?
would you?
Oh, yeah, I'll sign it. Keely doesn't have magic anymore. That's right. I'll sign it. I'll sign. You know what? I'll sign that book, and we'll do all. Let's hang out, all of us. I do want to show you this thing. It's so cool.
Charlie kind of like falls forward and then catches herself a little bit.
And Keely will like reach out to like make sure she doesn't fall completely over. Are you all right? You gonna be okay?
Your research has meant so much to me.
Hey, and you know what means even more? I was right. I almost didn't get a PhD because of everybody saying that was all made up and hoaxy and stuff, but I knew it.
I'm getting my PhD right now.
In what?
In this. In the new science of monsters. I just changed my PhD topic to this. As soon as I saw your video.
Well, hell yeah! Let's celebrate. Let's go do a fun thing that I super want to do.
Okay, yeah. Everyone is on board. Where are you taking them?
Where are the lifeboats?
That's right.
They are on deck number 4 and 3, along the edges.
Cool.
And you were on 5, right?
Mm-hmm. No, you were up on 10.
10. Maybe.
Then I want to go to one of those. Five, did you say 5 and 3?
3.
4 and 3.
4 and 3. Yes.
4 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 is what a galley is, so 4 would probably be less conspicuous.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
The less conspicuous one.
Cool. Then you are riding the elevator down to the 4th floor, and everyone is peppering you with questions.
Oh yeah. Go shoot.
Well, I mean, first off, like, what kind of monsters have you seen?
Well, there are these like forget-me-not like sort of angler hound thingies. There are these dogs with like needle teeth that when they bite you, they make everybody forget you exist.
That's
And the only way to fix it is
Poppy just kind of crosses her arms. She's like, that's too much for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you fix it. You drink their blood.
That's way more than I. And
I'm
Charlie is just like,
I know.
completely awestruck.
One of my best friends is a Silky. Yeah.
Can I meet them?
Oh yeah. No, she's awesome. She loves people. So I suppose at some point, like, definitely we can do that. And then, I know a witch. She's my other best friend, but don't tell her I said that. Well, actually, you can tell her, but she'd probably be like, "Oh, okay." You know.
This is amazing. I have to interview you for my thesis.
Sure, yeah. I'm always up for an interview. I'm kind of chilling right now.
Not right now.
I'm on a vacay.
Not right now. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow your cover or anything, but I have to interview you.
Sure.
It's gonna be it's the perfect primary source.
Keely is getting like noticeably nervous, by the way, like tapping her foot, like trying to like hide it as much as possible, but like there's just like big worry that like even if she gets to where she wants to go, she won't be able to get him off the boat, and like she just like, and she also knows that the if everything goes correctly, she is going to probably leave a bad impression on all of them, and that's like
potentially, yeah. So everyone is just like completely fawning over you.
Oh, cool.
And the elevator stops you're headed to floor 4. It stops at floor 5 and dings open.
How dare you?
And there is a person standing there.
And you recognize them. You know them.
You don't know them.
Okay,
you don't recognize them. They are a large figure in a black and white suit with close-cropped silver hair and a scar running all the way across their forehead. Their eyes are like this faded gray silver. And as they duck down to step into the elevator, you realize just how huge they are. They make their way over to stand next to you and say, "Hey, y'all going to 4?
Yep.
Mind if I join you?"
Of course not. That's what an elevator's for, ain't it?
"You're not." And everyone else is like, "She's Keely Stewart!" Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Keely Stewart. That's me.
Yeah.
What's your name? Who are you?
My name's Jameson.
Jameson. Huh. That's a good name, Strong.
Yeah.
So,
The elevator's dinging down. I'm a werewolf.
no way.
Yeah.
How about that?
You know, people got a lot of misconceptions about werewolves.
Hey, I believe it. I know some, what's the term for them? I forgot.
Myriad.
Myriads. Yeah. I know some myriads.
Some what?
Myriads.
I'm not familiar with that term.
It's like the nicer term for monsters.
Oh. I appreciate the work you've done, Keely Stewart.
Oh, sorry, my hand's full.
Oh, come on.
Well, I've only got one of them.
A handshake for a fan?
Yeah. You wanna hold this?
Sure. And he reaches out to take whatever it is you're holding.
It's my phone.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like a bomb or something.
Shake my hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
He passed it to the hand. And he pulls you. Act under pressure.
All right.
Oh, yike.
Oh, bad news, folks.
No! No!
No, it's okay. It's all
What'd
right.
you
It's
roll?
all right. I rolled a mixed success, so I got an 8.
Okay. Here's the hard choice that I am going to give you. If this person does not gain control of you quickly enough, they will turn to the hostages
Yes.
that are also in this elevator.
Uh,
And you can see at their hip a gun that they are just beginning to draw.
Hey, I'm all his.
Okay. Then the elevator dings open, and with an arm just kind of like on your shoulder and what feels like the business end of a pistol sticking into your lower back, he turns to the Graveses and says, "Hey, me and Keely are just gonna, we're gonna catch up. I don't think she recognized me. We'll get right back to you."
Yeah, we're actually old friends.
And he is gonna walk you deeper into deck 4.
All right.
Jamie,
Yeah.
are you headed for the lower decks?
Yeah, I'm going to the party.
Great. Then you are headed down. Well, I don't know. Would you take the stairs or the elevator?
What would be faster if I running down the stairs or elevator? What would be faster?
Probably the stairs, just because the elevators are so constantly going up and down. I mean, there's literally like 800 people or more on this cruise ship. So.
He is running down the stairs.
Great. Then you run down the stairs, and you get to a little cordoned off. There's like a little rope with a sign on it that says ship employees only past this point.
Is anyone here to enforce that?
Nope.
I go through.
Cool.
Step over.
Then you step down further into the ship, and you can hear. It's weird. You can almost kind of hear the water level rising around you. Like when you were on the much higher floor, it's kind of that distant wave sound below you. But the closer you get to the edge of the water, the more it sounds like present and here. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how much time Jamie spent with Henrietta, like training or stuff like that. But maybe it's sort of comforting.
Sure.
That it's so close.
Well, that and his home that he grew up in was also by the sea.
Yeah.
So
you make your way down to the essentially deck 0.
Okay.
Which is not listed on your official map. Mm-hmm. And you open the door, and there are a couple of people milling about right here.
Does it look like a rager by any definition of the word?
No. In fact, this is not like, if you were to guess where a party was going on, it would not be here.
Sure.
Like not in this specific part of the ship.
Cool.
Hey. You're
real quick. I'm looking for people who are down for a good time and ready to do some weird shit. I was told this would be a good place to start.
You're looking for the other end of the ship.
Then that's where I'm going.
Right down that way. And they just point you.
He goes that way.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, are you new?
Kinda.
Oh, we're all supposed to meet back up on this deck, like right here, actually, in about, Well, in about 15 minutes now.
In this room?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, cool.
That's
cool.
I mean, we all kind of got here early, but...
Yeah. Totally. I'll bring the others with me. How about that?
That's great. Thank you so much. I didn't catch your name.
It's Jamie.
Jamie, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am an NPC. My name is Connor.
Connor? Nice to meet you, Connor.
It's a pleasure.
Just actually, I should ask real quick. Any chance you'd be cool with me drinking your blood?
How do you mean?
Like...
And there's like a couple other people in this area, and they all kind of turn to look at you.
You know, like in a party kind of way.
Like MDMA?
No, like if I were to...
Is blood like a new... Is there like...
Like literally drinking your blood? Is that a thing you'd be cool and comfortable with?
What? You're like some kind of vampire?
I'm getting the feeling this isn't the vibe here. I'm gonna go find the party people. We'll be back.
Okay.
Jamie just goes.
Okay, yeah. Then you head to the other end of the...
He doesn't have time to think through these things, okay? He's in Henrietta mode.
Then you head to the other end of the ship, and you find there is a large bar that is like literally the whole back part of floor 0 is this like ginormous bar with this huge dance floor in the middle of it.
Hell yeah.
There's a couple people like working the counters and stuff.
Cool.
But this place seems like pretty empty, especially since the ship just took off and everything. Like typically this is like the nightlife scene. Like this is like where everyone comes to party, but there's not necessarily a whole lot of people here right now. You see a sign, a placard, as you enter the room that says this is the Chase Lounge.
The Chase Lounge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have a move for this. Just looking around, and maybe I should roll read a bad situation, but Jamie wants to try to quickly identify who looks A, sober, but B, down for some weird shit.
Okay. There are a couple of... In fact, there's a group of 4 people that are sitting in a booth that all are kind of like talking together in like sort of hushed tones, but none of them have drinks in front of them.
Okay.
There's also a bartender standing behind the bar, and then there's a couple of people that are like... that look to have had some stuff to drink. Yeah.
I'm going to go up to the party of 4.
Okay.
And just walk up to them. Hey!
Oh, hey! How's it going?
Pretty good.
You new?
Yeah, my name's James.
Hey, don't miss that orientation.
Yeah,
That's for
15
all
minutes.
the new people. Make sure
I was sent by Connor, actually.
You're really going to want to know this ship, like, back of your hand.
Oh, I know it pretty well already.
Dude, you're, like, young. How did you get this job?
Internship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they do that?
Well, my mom put in a good word for me.
Wow, okay.
Hey, listen, y'all believe in monsters?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Okay, tight. You believe in vampires?
Sure, yeah. I mean, like, in sort of an abstract sense,
now,
yeah.
I'm currently very in control, all right? But I am a vampire. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm looking for someone who is cool with me feeding
A hand
them.
shoots up.
Okay, can we just step over here? I'll talk you through it. But we gotta be kind of quick because I'm fading a little bit.
The person whose hand shoots up is their name is Filipa Villanueva. Her. She has like really short hair, like almost a buzz cut of like this dark brown hair. It looks like she is Filipino, kind of sort of like darker brown skin.
Cool.
And she like wiggles her way out of the back of the booth and steps up to you and says, "No way! You're a vampire?"
I am, and I'm actually fairly freshly turned.
Whoa!
But I've been doing a really
Can you turn me
good
into a
job.
vampire? That's my first question.
I haven't cracked that one yet.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, this goes well. Maybe I'll, when I figure that out, I'll hit you up.
Now, do you need to like bite my neck or
So
like?
It doesn't have to be neck.
Okay.
I prefer wrist. It's easiest for me to control.
Can you do my neck?
I could do your neck. If that's your preference, I could feed from your neck.
She kind of like turns to everyone else in the booth and is like, "We'll be back." And then she grabs your hand and starts pulling you towards the bathrooms.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, Jimmy follows.
Okay, cool. Maggie.
Yeah.
You have seen Henrietta trapped in this space. You regain control of your body, and Z is standing over you. You okay?
Yeah. My friend is trapped somewhere on the ship.
Oh, no. Which one?
Henrietta?
Yeah, she's the Silky with the big sword.
Yeah, wow, you really do know a lot, huh? Yep, that's the one.
Well, we've got to save her. How do we do that?
I don't
The
know.
Lord will know. And he starts laying out a mesh of stuff, and the rest of the kids start lighting candles.
Ooh.
This is the hallway.
Listen, I'm a witch and I'm uncomfortable with this. Can we, what are we doing? What are we doing, Z?
Well, we're going to perform a summoning ritual of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Before you get into that. How far can you do that little teleport thing that you just did?
Oh, only about that far.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Just like around people?
Well, it sort of depends on like how many sins I've committed that day, or like whether I've gone to confession, or I think it depends a little bit on like whether I've said my prayers the previous night, which I always do, but like I feel like it sort of depends on that. I can try again tomorrow.
Gotcha. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I was just wondering. Have you ever seen this newscaster guy? And I'm gonna pull him up on my phone. A Google image search this guy.
You don't have
a name to search?
Connection.
Oh.
And you also don't have a name to search.
Shoot. Yeah, you've seen a newscaster guy on the ship.
Are we not connected to the hotspot that Jamie?
Jamie hasn't set that up yet.
Oh, you didn't do it. Well, yeah.
Didn't? What? Why?
We haven't set that up. You said you were going to do it, but you haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So as soon as Jamie does,
Gotcha.
everyone will be connected to it, but you haven't done that yet.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm just too busy getting...
Yeah.
Never mind. Wait, hold on. Wait. Back up.
This is an R-rated show.
Anyway,
It's
yeah.
a non-sexual blood
True.
feud.
I know.
Everyone's cool with it.
I just realized what I was about to say.
It begins at least as, and then...
Hey, child. There's this dude. I don't know his name. I can't show you a picture, but he looks kind of like a newscaster man. Big smile. You know what I'm talking about? Probably wearing a suit. I assume he's wearing a suit.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of people like that, and Z kind of looks back at the others, and Chuck just kind of shrugs, and then everyone else just is kind of like shaking their heads. And Z says, "No, sorry."
No, okay. Let me try something different then.
Okay.
Can I try that? Use
Can we
magic
do this summoning ritual?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Sure.
Then they sit around in a circle in the middle of this hallway. And begin to hold hands and chant.
I don't remember. There wasn't necessarily chanting. I don't think when he was
just prayer.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Maggie up to?
Walking away from that a little bit.
Okay. Plausible deniability.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try to use magic.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I don't have service, so I can't call anybody.
I don't have service. I can't do any spells.
No, I was gonna call Keely to tell her what happened to Henrietta, but I can't because my phone's not working. So then I'm just gonna use magic then.
Okay.
On that dude who apparently looked at me.
Okay.
I'll just try it.
Sure.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Well, that's a good one. No.
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
not. It could be worse.
Could be worse.
8.
Okay, Maggie, what's your glitch?
Yeah. My glitch is that.
I die.
You know what though? I will take that one harm. I'll do it.
Okay. Then here's exactly what happens.
Yep.
This person just materializes in front of you, and you put your I think you kind of like shy away from them, and you see them move perfectly in sync with you. And he says, "Maggie! Oh my gosh, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Hey, I was just talking to Henrietta. Big fan of yours. Gonna need your signature at some point. You and Keely and Henrietta gonna need signatures, especially Keely. Hey, so yeah, I mean, do you have like a question for me, or what's the whole deal here? Why did you try to project yourself towards me?
I'm gonna use magic on him.
Okay.
Which my intent was to harm him.
Okay.
For one harm, ignore magic, ignore armor. And then also I want to hex him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go, oh yeah, hey!
Cool.
And then I'm gonna use the magic on him.
Okay.
And because the magic did work, right, I do get to hex him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So which spell were you using? Which magic spell?
Inflict harm.
Okay. So that's just one inflict harm? Okay.
And then for the hex,
what does that what does the hex do?
I have 3 choices. The target can contract a disease, the target suffers 2 harm, magic, or the target breaks something precious or important.
Okay.
And I want that one.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you. This person is not standing in front of you.
Right.
They're astral projecting.
Yes.
You do not have a target for this spell. The stuff that you cast magic. Everything that you want to happen happens. It just goes right through this person.
Okay.
And so I don't know what does this magic look like? Like, what does the spell itself that you're trying to cast look like?
Well, I think we'd said that the inflict harm one kind of looks like a little bullet that comes out of me and then goes toward whatever.
Then it goes like literally like right through his forehead, and then you just hear it whiz out the backside and just like cause a little explosion in the wall behind.
Okay.
He says, "Maggie, come on. I invited you. Well, I didn't invite you, I guess, but I knew inviting Keely would mean you were coming along. And Maggie, you brought me the oracle powers.
I didn't bring you anything.
I didn't even have to ask. It was that. I can't imagine a better gift for, well, the future. Hey, so they're just about to announce it, but you should come on down to the little presentation that I'm about to give. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I feel like you're gonna have a really I feel like it's just gonna answer a lot of questions for you.
Where is that happening?
That is happening at the Legacy Theater. And I think it'll be starting in here just in about 5 minutes.
Great. Can't wait to see you so I can tell you fuck you to your face.
Maggie, you razz. Over the loudspeaker, you all hear, "Alrighty, folks, this is your captain speaking. I would like to just say the, VacuCon has moved up their planned presentation, so please come on down. If you are an invitee to VacuCon, please come on down to the Legacy Theater, where VacuCon will be giving a presentation on the latest it says vacuum innovations here. I can't imagine. Well, anyway, I hope you all have a good time. My apologies. I didn't mean to offend any of you in the vacuum community. John, I feel like this one is going on, and then it just cuts off. Keely.
Would I know if that was the theater that's on deck 4? Is that what that one is?
So that is a theater. I think it extends up to deck 4.
Deck 4 and 5, right?
Deck 4 and
Yeah,
5,
so it is deck 4 and 5 and 3.
3, 4, and 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So decks 4 and 5 are the mezzanine, and deck 3 is like leading up to the stage.
As soon as the announcement comes on, I'm assuming like that would catch Jameson's attention at least a little bit.
Yes.
I'm gonna get the gun from him.
Cool. Roll act under pressure.
Cool. 9.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You grab the gun, but Jameson grabs the silencer and rips the silencer off the front of the gun.
Okay, I need to make a roll right now.
Okay.
10.
For
Preparedness.
what do you have?
A
Keely?
silencer?
I kick my boot open on the heel and I pull out a silver bullet. I put it in the chamber of the gun and I point it at Jameson.
Ooh.
You're a werewolf, huh? I thought we'd come across one of you. I pull the trigger at his head.
Okay. Roll kick some ass, Keely. Roll kick some ass.
Yes! That's my girl!
11.
Yes!
11.
Oh my god!
11.
Jameson's dead!
On a 10+, choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want.
Shoot him off the boat.
I don't think we're near the edge of a boat or anything, but...
You were walking out that way because you were headed towards the lifeboats. So it is reasonable that you could have still been walking along the edge.
Can I shoot him off the
You
boat?
can shoot him off the boat.
I want to shoot him off the boat.
With a silver bullet, you shoot the werewolf off the boat.
That's such a
Thus
cool
ending
thing.
the entire series.
Jameson, you just see this like shocked expression as he tumbles backwards off the side of the boat, and then just this as he hits the water below.
I toss the gun on the ground and I scream, "Ah, someone just shot themselves and they fell off the edge of the boat. Someone help me. Someone get over here right now, please."
Yeah, people start like screaming and running, and then you see a couple of the like personnel like running towards you. Hey! Oh my God! I'm
right
so
there.
sorry.
It's right there. It's
Hey,
right there. Take it away.
Please go back to your room. Go back to your room
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh, thank you so much.
We
Thank
are going to take care of this.
All right, okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to. Listen, here. Let me give you the doctor's information. And they're like scribbling down some information and like, are you? Hey, hang on. Are you okay?
I don't know if I'm gonna be fine. I just
Listen, that was not your fault. Nothing that happened here was your fault.
Right.
It
Thank
just
you.
happened in front of you.
It's true.
It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing at all. You know what? I was feeling a little bit of guilt just now, but you washed it all away. Thank you so much. I am Keely Stewart. Yes.
You know, there's an imposter running around the ship.
I know. Thank goodness it's me and not the imposter. But you would never know, right?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't the imposter.
Who was it? Did you get a? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
It's
if it's too, we can talk about this later.
You know who it was?
What's your room number?
My room number. I don't know what my room number is.
Oh,
is it on my
let me
ticket?
look it up. And the person like looks it up and then writes down a room on the 6th floor.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hey,
Listen, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
you know you've handled this very well.
In fact, I can see about like recomping you part of your ticket or something.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Yeah, it's not my fault, it's not your fault.
Okay.
You know, some people are just going through a lot, and you know, everyone should get help if they need it, and reach out to your friends if they need it as well.
That's true.
All right.
Are you going to be okay? Does someone need to walk you back to your room?
I might stroll for a moment. I don't think I want to like go back to my room right now.
Okay, please, just if you need anything.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. I do.
Where are you headed, Keely?
I'm still going to towards wherever I was being brought. I'm going to the theater, and I am going to try to get backstage.
Cool. Sounds good. Henrietta,
Yes.
you are still in this room when you hear kind of, I think, pretty distantly, the announcement. Yeah, so please join us, VacuumCon, the latest vacuum innovations.
Vacuums. Henry like looking around the room.
Oh boy, the whiplash of my scene and yours.
And she's like looking at the walls. And she looks at the door. She can't break it down.
Correct.
She hasn't tried slipping underneath it.
There is no gap.
Not even a gap where water might get through. Okay.
This
Yeah. So
it
this is clearly a secure space that cannot be broken out of.
it is reasonable for Henrietta to assume that this was built for her.
Yes, especially given the intel that her and Sheila and Jamie had kind of collected about misses and how they operate.
Yep.
So Henrietta's going to sit on the floor, and she is going to, from mouth first, shed her human skin suit.
Okay.
And the leopard seal emerges and then eats the human skin suit.
Okay.
As she does. It is apparent that this room is designed not to be gotten out of, but it can be gotten into.
Mm-hmm.
So she is going to summon the one. I don't want to say person. The one thing that she thinks might have a desire, and her hope is an ability to come to her now.
Okay.
And she's going to call out for her sword.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll use magic.
Take a +1 on this.
Okay.
Oh, please.
That is a 10 because of the +1.
Oh my god.
Henrietta, you actually, how does this happen?
So she like sits there. I mean, well, she's a leopard seal. She is her true form. And she's like just kind of lounging. She has like a flipper under her head, and her other flipper is up. And she's not sure if she's expecting it to materialize in the room as she materializes, or come in through the ceiling.
Then,
but what she is not expecting it to do is much like the one movie that she has seen in the last few years, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Okay.
That door starts to crackle at the bottom corner.
Can I add something?
For sure.
The entire room begins to crackle. And you hear something bounce against the sort of like slanted wall. You hear something, and then it's metal on metal, and then you see the blade of a sword enter through
the blast door.
No, it's not a blast door.
But in Star Wars it is.
The hull of the ship. And salt water begins to pour into the room around you. And Henrietta, you feel fucking great. The sword carves its way all the way in, and then lets the water bring it. It's like buoyant on the top of the water, letting the water level rise enough that you can grab it by the hilt without even having to reach down for it.
And she wraps her flipper around it and begins to stand upright on her tail, and then transforms into her human form, sort of around the sword. And then she cuts the door down.
Roll me, kick some ass. Have a +1 on this.
And that is a 14.
The door explodes outward in a complete flood of seawater. It just starts filling out this entire hallway, and you step out confidently.
With one foot, and the back foot comes forward, and she sprints out.
Okay.
Yelling, Jameson!
Oh god.
Jamie.
Yeah.
You hear what sounds like an explosion. It is coming from the deck beneath you. And you are just finishing up sucking Philippa's blood. She says, "Oh my god.
Are you doing okay?
That fucking rocked."
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling...
I'm a little woozy. I'm a little woozy.
For a minute. You should probably...
Will you buy me a drink?
You're not going to want to drink alcohol for a few minutes.
Come on.
I'm going to bring you some water, and I'll bring you a drink. Just finish the
But
water
a mimosa.
first, okay?
It's got the orange juice in it.
Okay, fine. I'm going to do that. Just hydrate, okay? I don't want you passing
All right,
out.
I will.
If you start developing any symptoms or just feel weird about it and need to
God,
talk...
I hope I turn into a vampire.
just-
God, I hope I turn into a
You
vampire.
probably won't. Just call me if you need to talk about it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And, if you want to, suck my blood again,
I'll hit you up. Text me your number, okay?
Okay. And she gets out her phone and starts texting you.
Okay. He goes over to the bar. Mimosa and a big water. A pitcher, to be honest.
A woman turns around. She is wearing a like white button-up with black, like a vest over it. And she turns around, and her eyes are just like sparkling. And she says, "I'll get right on that.
Thank you.
Can I get a name?"
It's for Philippa in the bathroom. Would you mind bringing it to her? I need to check on that explosion.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what that was.
I can take care
Are
of it.
you the new engineer?
No, I'm a vampire. And Jamie leaves.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, then you head down the stairs, and I think you run right into Henrietta.
Mom! Jamie, are you okay? Yes, I'm great.
Your sword, by the way, Henrietta, is different than you have ever felt it before. It seems more powerful somehow. It literally is like wrapped in like electricity.
Yeah.
And there's no better way to explain it than to say your sword currently is the happiest it's ever been.
Hell yeah. Jamie, I need you to get behind me. Follow me. That noise, yes, was me. We're going to be killing very bad people. Okay. Cool. Hell yeah. I love you, Mom.
Where are you two going?
I'm sorry?
Where are you two going?
Wherever the sword is taking her, which is to her prey.
Okay. Then you are headed for the Legacy Theater.
Great.
Keely,
Hey, I had a change of heart. You want to know where I am?
where are you?
I'm going up to the captain's quarter,
Okay.
like where they make the announcements.
Okay. Maggie, where are you headed?
I would like to head towards the Legacy Theater. And on the way in the elevator, I want to talk to Z and children. And I would like to say, hey, if I'm not good at, you know what? I don't think you should get involved with what I'm about to do. But if you see an opportunity to mess with that man that appeared before me,
Yeah.
I want you to do it.
Deal.
Safely.
Well, yeah, of course. And we're always safe with the Lord on our side.
That's good. All right. Wonderful. I love that. Keep that up. God bless. And then I'm going to, on the way down, because I was kind of high up, I want to try to heal myself from that harm that I had.
Okay, roll that.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a 12 plus 15.
At 15? Yeah, you are completely healed. Keely, you are headed towards the captain's quarters.
They're like the area where they do the shipping and they do the talking.
Yeah.
The shipping, they're like, I think Sonic and Knuckles should date.
With your permission, I would like to cut away to what is happening while you are on your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm realizing, by the way, I'm going down and you're going up probably. So we're just...
And they're see-through elevators, so we might pass each other.
Have a moment where our hands are raised.
We are in the Legacy Theater. Two spotlights smack the center of an ornate theater stage, sending the curtain's bedazzled exterior glimmering across the room. They search the stage and then move with barely contained anticipation to stage right. There's a beat, a bated breath of silence, and then an explosion of sound as a man emerges onto the stage, a huge projection screen lowering behind him. You know him. You swear you've seen his face on the news at least a handful of times, maybe splashed across a press release or listed prominently besides the words executive producer. He's famous, powerful, rooted in a legacy of old money, with a voice that makes the mezzanine feel comfortably close and a smile that has launched 1,000 business ventures. He strides onto the stage with ramrod posture and a welcoming wave that leaves the now filled seats of the closest row breathless. He waves the cheering down with faux humility, and a hush creeps over the crowd. He clears his throat, taps a small handheld remote, and behind him on the screen appears a huge picture of a vacuum. "So," says the speaker, "who's ready to talk vacuums?" Laughter sweeps across the theater, and one side of the speaker's mouth hikes up into a grin, letting out a small chuckle. "I didn't think so." Behind him, a dizzying succession of photos. A cabin in the woods, the dirge, a grounded airplane, the ruins of a suburban neighborhood, the Hades, a sign for the city of Geringer, faster and faster until they blend together into a single shifting flash of color. Each additional photo amps the crowd up more. There's whistling from the balcony, and the speaker tosses a smile that way. "This has been a good year for us," the speaker's voice silences the crowd. "Several successful partnerships have brought us far closer to our goals than we had any hopes of being at the beginning of this fiscal year." On the screen, a photo of the speaker, standing with his arms wide to demonstrate the 3 letters on the wall behind him. MRS. Mrs., if you didn't know, has been around for decades, centuries debatably, moving threats away from local human populations. In recent years, under new leadership and with some small financial assistance on our part, they have moved in an exciting new direction, cataloging and studying the creatures they have contained in the hopes of learning how they function. The results have been tremendous. In the first quarter of fiscal year 2019 alone, our friends at Mrs. have reduced our R&D costs by 3-fold, our development costs by 8-fold. What would have taken us months to figure out on our own now happens like that, he says, the snap of his fingers echoing across the theater as he teleports from one side of the stage to the other. Now, some of you are new to this industry. I can understand the anxiety it might cause you being a part of such a cutting-edge, forward-thinking, profitable... He trails off as laughter rises up from the crowd, and he waves them back down with another small smile. "No, but seriously, some people, they get the heebie-jeebies over this kind of thing. So let me make this perfectly, totally clear. There are monsters everywhere. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts, it's all out there. They walk among us. They're on your favorite hiking trail, and sitting across from you in the boardroom. They're the man holding the cup on the bad side of town. There's no getting around them. They have spent the last few millennia hiding from us, and the government has spent has spent the same amount of time ignoring the problem. After all, monsters don't make you money. At least, that's what they thought. In reality, monsters open up a whole new, untapped avenue for profit in the global market. We want to make people aware of the threat and offer them a way to keep themselves and their families safe. I mean, if little Timmy hears something go bump in the night, well, he might just pick up something to keep the bumps at bay. That's a sale! And Timmy's dad, he might pick something up too, just to make sure he can protect himself, his family, you know. We're not in the business of fear. We're in the business of safety. But no matter what we do, some bozo's always gonna be out here calling fake news on the facts. How do we get that guy on board? It's tough, right? We can bring the public to the monsters, but we can't make them uncover their eyes. Or that's what we thought. As it turns out, when a monster steps on your white picket fence, the facts get much harder to ignore. Can you believe it? So you're asking, what do we need? How do we crack open a market that's been sealed shut for centuries? We knew we needed 2 things. A picket fence boogeyman, something big, something flashy, something that makes people pay attention, and a movement against him. We needed a cause. We needed a social media presence. We needed marketability. We set to work, developing new monsters, splicing in DNA from everywhere we could, noting their interactions with sample groups, and of course, developing the weapons that would neutralize the threat. It was intensive. It was exhausting. A picture behind him displays a lab, scientists working diligently. Trial after trial after trial, and then, of course, the field tests. A picture of the locations that flashed on screen at the beginning of the presentation. refining things, spreading public awareness, people running, screaming from the Hades, paramedics arriving at the collapsed dirge. But we were coming up empty. Nothing had the kind of traction we were looking for. I'm ashamed to say it, less than a year ago, I was ready to throw in a towel on this whole venture. And then, out of the blue, 2 simultaneous miracles. Acts of God. A picture behind the speaker, bundled in a heavy winter coat outside a small building covered in icicles. He's giving the camera a thumbs up and a wide, winning smile. We found him, ladies and gentlemen. We found him. Our anti-hero, buried in a book in a public library in Siberia, if you can believe it. Behind him flashes a few stills of an ancient faded illustration, a pair of hands held out in offering, a setting sun, a stormy horizon, a circle ringed in small black lines with a triplet of smaller circles on the center. He's a looker, let me tell you. He's got no official name on the books that we've encountered so far, but our discovery of him seemed so inevitable, so much like the will of the universe, that around the office we've taken to calling him Fate. Behind the speaker, on the screen, one leering, profane eye, pulsing with engorged white veins. There is uproarious applause. The speaker waits for the cheers to die down, letting the audience fall again to silence. But again, we were failing. We'd found our cause, but we had no one to lead the rallying cry. Until a couple of months ago. Keely's face appears on the screen behind him. It's a still of the video she took after the events of the Hades. Finally, we had a presence. We had marketability. We had a groundswell of support, a movement, and ladies and gentlemen, none of it would have been possible without our very special guest. Please give a warm welcome to your friend and mine, the face of the future, Miss Keely Stewart! I'll be right back. And he steps behind the curtain. Keely, you walk into the captain's quarters. The bridge is laid out before you. There's a bunch of people working behind computer screens, and there's a man
Playing Galaga.
There's a man playing Galaga, yeah, as it turns out. It seems like, frankly, there's not a whole lot of people in here. And you sort of look around and realize that's because the computers are doing most of the work. No one has seen you yet.
Hi.
Someone turns to look at you. Hey, I don't think you can be in here.
Sorry, I'm Keely Stewart.
Oh shit, Keely Stewart?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Well, I just want to see how this whole thing works and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, we can give you a tour, absolutely. Can I get a picture?
Yeah. There's actually some really excellent lighting, like right out here. Like there's this light that's coming out, like.
Well, I'm not allowed to leave the station.
Oh, just for like a second. Like, wait, how many are there in here? Like,
there's 5 people.
5 of you. Let's all do one big group picture and then we'll be done.
Any way you could do it in here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I want the picture so I can put it on my social media. I'm like kind of influencer. It's like really important for me to look good.
Real manipulate someone.
It's true.
It's a smart angle to argue from.
I'll just show you so you don't think I like to so that's a 5 and a 3.
Okay. Plus
so
3,
that
right?
but no,
Oh.
it's plus my charm, which is just a +1, so I'm sitting on a 9. And for manipulate someone on 7 and 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you that you mean it. Show them that you mean it.
Or if they won't do it, they'll tell you what, if anything, will convince them to do it. The person you're talking to says, well, if I stay behind, everyone else can go.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean, like, and then we can take one. I guess we can take one inside with you.
Would you do that for me?
You can't post it.
I won't. It's
You
just
can't.
for me. And wait, can I send it to my family though? They're gonna be. I mean,
All right, fine. You can send it to your family.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get
my
that big
husband
group
is a
picture back
huge
here.
fan.
Absolutely.
Huge fan.
I'd love to meet your husband sometime too. Is your husband on the ship?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Probably will never. But if
I mean, it's like, yeah.
hey,
I
Who knows?
could get your number and then
we'll talk about it. Everybody
Okay.
out here. Let's take that
everyone
photo.
is shuffling out of the room.
Oh, you know what? Shoot, I don't have my phone.
Oh, here, you can use mine.
Okay, cool.
and
Oh,
the-
wait. No, I think I dropped it on the ground over here. And I get inside and I close the door and lock it.
Hey, I don't
Everyone on this boat is in danger. I need to make an announcement to save everybody's lives. Did you see my video?
Yeah.
This is just like that. Don't unlock the door. You don't have to help me. Just don't unlock the door, please. Every single person on this boat, and probably the entire world, is in danger right now. And if I don't get to make an announcement, everyone might die.
I'm gonna choose to trust you, Keely Stewart. Please don't make me regret it.
When we take a picture, you can post it. And Keely walks past and goes towards like where the speaker like system is.
Okay, it's fairly self-explanatory. I think there's kind of like two button, like an on button and an off, like a.
Yeah,
like
I've read about this sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want this to time with "I'll be right back." He doesn't quite make it off the stage,
Okay.
and you hear, "Hello, boat. It's me, Keely Stewart. I am, in fact, the one Keely Stewart that you think you are thinking of right now. I'm the famous one from the Vidya. So, a couple of things to get out of the way. If you are in VacuCon, you are all very bad people, and I hope you die. If you are not a part of VacuCon, I'm pretty sure VacuCon is trying to hurt or kill all of you right now. Everybody, you need to get off the ship as soon as possible. Let's start heading toward those laugh boats. We can start with the frail people first. If you are... Hey, friendo, what happened to the... Did someone cut it?
I don't know.
All right.
That's never happened before.
Is there a different way out of here that doesn't involve me going past the people I just left outside?
No.
What if I break the glass?
Keely Stewart. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to ask you, and they reach under their desk and grab a pair of handcuffs to, well, I guess handcuff yourself to me.
that's fine with me. Well,
And they reach out and click a
I
handcuff.
want to catch it and cuff his...
Act under pressure.
Yep. 11.
You do. You cuff his hands together.
And I'm like holding it there. I'm like, hey, I do really appreciate that you're
What
a
are you
fan
here for?
to save everyone. You got the key. I'll leave it in your palm. I'm not trying to keep you here. I just can't be taken in right now because my friends are probably in trouble and I need to go save them.
I'm gonna have. I mean, this is. This is a crime.
It is, yeah. No, I've committed a lot of crimes. I'm kind of wanted already. So this isn't nothing new. Now I'm wanted in like the ocean as well as the land. So it's kind of cool for me. All right. So I'm gonna leave my number with you, so you can get a hold of me.
Act under pressure.
All right. Oh, there's a 9.
Okay. While you were having this conversation, the captain, who has a master key to this door, has opened it. Aboard most cruise ships in the captain's quarters, they keep a few small handguns in case of pirates. This is legitimately a real thing. They keep them in a safe in the captain's quarters. And while you were having this conversation, the captain opened the door, pointed this gun at you, and pulled the trigger. You have just enough time to choose whether it will be you or the person you have handcuffed.
It'll be me.
Okay. Then you're going to take 3 harm as you are thrown to the ground away from this other person. And the captain storms in along with all of the crew that you had just recently shut outside. What the fuck is going on in here? Holy shit. Okay, all of you grab her. We are gonna... I don't even know what to do in this situation. Okay, grab her. Everyone is coming towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna pretend I'm dead.
Okay. Roll plus charm?
Sure.
I guess roll manipulate someone?
I mean,
Or act under pressure.
I'm just gonna hit the ground. Maybe not dead, but like unconscious.
Okay. You legitimately do have like a
Oh, I know.
horrible
I know,
wound
it's
right
very
now.
bad.
Okay.
I like it just, yeah.
Mhm.
So,
But
what
she's
am I rolling again?
You're rolling manipulate someone.
Manipulate someone, okay. Straight up fail. Straight up failure.
Mark
4.
experience.
All right. I think I'm trying to do it, and then I like cough up some blood, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh my god, this is a full-on fucking mutiny! Maggie.
Hello.
You got to the theater just in time to see the speaker's presentation. You watched everything. They didn't lock the doors. The speaker pauses as he is about to go into the curtain as Keely's voice comes over the ship radio and says everyone needs to head for the lifeboats. What do you do?
I'm gonna trap that guy.
Okay.
Okay. Nine. Plus 1 because I'm doing it to stop the vision, so 10.
Okay. Alrighty. Then what does that do again?
It just says trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Okay. Where are you trapping him to?
The stage.
Okay. Then he goes for the curtain, feels something, and then holds up his hand and wipes it away and walks off stage.
Okay.
He has disappeared backstage. The crowd has begun to kind of stand, they're not really sure what to do. There's probably 250 or so people in this auditorium, and all of them are kind of looking around sort of confused. One person, I think, turns to you and says, "Hey, do you know what's going on?"
Yeah, we have to get off and get into the lifeboats.
Well, but that person on the wait, it was Keely, right?
Yeah.
She said that we were all bad people.
Can I tell if these people are working for this guy or not?
It is completely unclear at this point.
Because he said some of them were new in that presentation, right? That's what he said. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that must have been a misunderstanding, People, that guy is bad. I don't know if you are or not. I don't know anything about you.
Okay, so should we head for the lifeboats or not?
Yeah, for sure head for the lifeboats.
Manipulate someone.
Okay.
Are you good at this?
No, I'm terrible, evidently. But not today, I guess.
Did you get a Keely roll?
No, I got an 8.
Okay. This guy says, okay, lead the way.
Oh, no.
Yes, I will do that. And then I'm going to turn to Z and the kids and I'm going to say, do you have a way to communicate with each other when you're not near each other?
They pull out walkie-talkies.
Excellent. I need you guys to follow him so we can find him later.
This guy?
The guy who was on stage.
Oh, yeah, we're on it.
Thanks.
And they disappear. Like, not
They
literally,
heal
but
away.
they are leaving.
Yes.
Jamie and
Yes.
Henrietta.
Yeah.
You hear Keely come over the ship radio. Where were you headed?
I mean, for the stage, I'm assuming,
Okay.
right? We're following the sword to Henrietta's prey, which I can only imagine is the man who was on stage.
Yeah, so you were completely at the opposite end of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think
But
you
we're
have
running.
reached. You are running.
With preternatural speed.
Okay.
Jamie's on Henrietta's back.
Roll me act under pressure then.
All right.
Let's see if you make it in time to hear the speaker's speech.
That's an 11 plus 2 plus 1, so 14.
Then
and
yes.
because it's act under pressure,
Yeah.
I can do something else.
Okay.
Because I have an advanced move.
Okay.
So, getting there super fast, what does that give me? Tell me, like, what is set up as I get there.
So you absolutely get there in time to catch the last half of the speech.
Okay.
So you hear everything about like the monster and Keely and like all of this kind of the monster that they found in Siberian Keely or the book. I think you also see Maggie up on like the level above you, sort of like talking to someone in the crowd, and you see Z Hemingway poke his head in and then run off.
Running around. And I see the man go behind the curtain.
Yes.
Henrietta's going to continue charging for him. The way the advanced move works is you can either do what you want to absolute perfection or do what you want and something else.
Okay.
I would like to do the something else sort of... Jamie's going to pull the trigger on the action.
Okay.
It's kind of a coordinated thing, but Henrietta's going to run, chasing after that man at the curtain.
Okay.
Jamie's going to set up the alarm for the boat.
Okay.
Or set off the alarm for the boat that he had his finger on.
Okay.
Accept
Then
that as the other
Jamie
thing.
would know this.
Okay.
The fire alarms on the boat have been disabled.
Okay. Is there an alarm though? What I'm imagining is like say the captain dies and we need an announcement.
Sure.
A general things are bad. We need to evacuate the boat.
There's the horn.
The horn.
Yeah, you can blow specific.
Morse code?
Yeah, well, not Morse code, but like specific
Mhm.
signals on the boat horn
Okay.
mean specific things, and there's like a thing in each room that says, "Hey, this is what this means."
Cool. Then Henrietta charges in.
Okay.
And says, "Jamie, stay safe. Do the thing."
Okay.
Yeah, Mom. And he blows the horn in a pattern that signifies evacuation.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Everyone is headed to the lifeboats then. People start like getting up out of this VacuCon theater, the Legacy Theater, and just like booking it out, streaming past Henrietta. But Henrietta pushes her way up to the stage and throws aside the curtain, just in time to see the speaker round the corner of a different, like into like a green room area.
Cool. Henrietta is going to attempt a maneuver.
Okay.
Her sword, which is feeling better than ever,
Yeah.
and has some control over itself,
Yeah.
being that it came to her. She's going to throw it through that green room door to, if this works well, strike him. She is going to teleport to her sword, which she knows well,
Okay.
as it strikes, and grab it.
Cool.
Sick. So,
She mad.
yeah, I think this is a kick some ass roll.
And she's running, so I'm taking that
You
plus
you
one.
roll weird with kick some ass, right?
do.
So that's perfect.
Cool. That is a 10.
Okay. On a 7+, or no, you have the advanced kick some ass.
That's only on a 12 plus.
Oh, only on 12+. Okay. So on a 10+, choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I want him right here. I don't want him going anywhere.
Then the sword goes right through the green room door, and you hear a sickening crunch. And you teleport around to the other side to see that the sword is emerging midway from the speaker's chest.
I warned you.
Oh, oh, that hurts.
She puts a hand on his shoulder. Where would you like to die? Anywhere I've been, I will take you there, and that will be the last place you see. I am willing to give you this.
And you see all of the color and life completely drain from his face.
She turns to her sword and says, he didn't want to choose. And it snaps into her hand.
His body falls to the ground, crumpled in a heap.
Henrietta becomes water.
Okay. Keely,
Where am I?
you are being frog marched down to the lower levels. There are currently 6 people around you and a couple of security that have begun joining you. They are walking you around sort of the outside of the ship to get you down. So you are the first one to see it. Just ahead of the ship, the air begins to ripple. The distance begins to shake and stretch like it was projected on a sheet flying in the breeze. The motion becomes more intense, transforming simple waves and clouds into horrible, disproportionate shapes. A flitting seagull caught in the ripple suddenly becomes a monstrous, gigantic being with blood vessels pulsing in its eyes and mites chewing the skin beneath its feathers. Then one gigantic leathery leg with a brutal, blood-soaked claw, and then just a seagull again as it exits the far side of the miasma. Without warning, a wave becomes a slanted tsunami, high as a towering building towards the edges of the disturbance and indistinguishable from the surface of the water at its center. Before long, the visual apparition becomes too overwhelming to make out any one shape or figure. It's a kaleidoscope of water and clouds and burning, belligerently blue sky. And then slowly, carefully, you and everyone else aboard the HMS Marionette feel a ripping. It's deep inside of you, the places you only visit in your darkest moments. I need everyone here to roll me 2d6.
Cool.
Before you do, let me quickly explain what is happening. This is the monster.
Yes.
It is using a move called the Heralds. You, Keely, on the deck of the ship out in the sunlight, see your shadow begin to stretch out towards this thing. And it stretches longer than it has any reasonable right to, and then it snaps away from your feet and is pulled across the surface of the water into this thing. And you see hundreds of these things coming off of the ship towards this center disturbance. When your shadow is stolen, I will come back to that.
Of course.
When your shadow is stolen, roll 2d6 without adding any modifiers. The numbers on the dice will correspond to stats as follows. 1 is charm, 2 is cool, 3 is sharp, 4 is tough, 5 is weird, and 6 is the option to give the keeper 3 hold. Of the 2 numbers you rolled, pick 1 corresponding stat. Until you are able to magically rejoin with your shadow, you are assumed to have rolled a failure when trying to use that stat, and are assumed to have a -3 modifier when using that stat in the context of a playbook move. Do not mark experience from failures caused by this move. If you roll double 6s, you manage to maintain your shadow despite the pull of the monster and maintain all of your stats. If you roll double 1s, pick 2 stats instead of 1. Everyone roll me 2d6.
And this is for Henrietta and
let's
Jamie?
start. Yeah, let's start on one with Keely actually, since she's seeing all of this happen. What are your numbers?
6 and 3.
Would you like to give up sharp, or give the keeper 3 hold, where I can take any roll that you make and make it a failure?
I just had to roll sharp, didn't I?
Yep.
Wow.
We can't lose your brain.
I think I have to give up the 3 hold.
Okay. I will have 3 hold against any roll that Keely makes from here on out that I can automatically make what is functionally a 0. So it will be the worst possible outcome for that roll.
Okay.
Maggie, you feel your shadow begin to rip away, and Maggie, being so sensitive to magic, feels this more than anyone.
Okay.
2 and 1. Cool or charm?
Charm.
Okay.
I can't,
Let me mark these down.
I can't believe
That
mine
means
was-
I can't. It's an automatic failure anytime I have to use a charm roll.
Correct.
Okay. Let me mark that down.
Give me 1 second. I want to make sure we're written down. Okay. Who are you rolling for first?
I was gonna roll them together, but I'll roll for Jamie.
Okay.
Which is these dice. 4 and 5.
So is it going to be tough or weird?
For Jamie, it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
Well, I know it's a hard decision, but which one are you choosing?
And Henrietta?
Somebody get 2 6s.
2 and a 5.
So cool or weird?
She's taking cool.
Great.
That's act under pressure.
I know. But the other one is weird, which is everything else.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's why I can't give up sharp, because it gives up
Yep.
my act under pressure as well.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
I roll sharp for act under pressure.
Cool.
You have all made your decisions. As if snap taunt, your perspective returns to normal. The ocean that once stretched out immeasurably ahead of you is now filled with a giant circular frame. There are 3 suns in the center of it. And around the outside, you can see the arms of the shadows reaching out, holding this open. As your brain claws desperately at the back of your eyes for a single point of familiarity and comes away empty-handed, you also catch a tiny shape, shimmering like a mirage in the distance. With the sun so directly behind it, it's difficult to make out exact details about it as a whole, only the vague and unsettling dread that it is turning to look at you. Its shadow stretches out towards you, muddying the water with a dark reflection that stretches 10 times further than it should. Slowly, with shambling conviction, it shifts towards you, and there is a pause as the world seems frozen in a kind of soul-wrenching terror. Rushing outward, a shockwave ripples the water, rocking your boat only gently as it arrives, but feeling for all of its weight as if it was a bell tolling in your ears. With a shudder, you realize that this thing isn't small. It's extremely far away. There is another shifting step, and another small wave crests against the side of the boat. In your bones, you know. The thing on the horizon does not stop. It does not waver. It revels in destruction, death, cruelty, and torture. And if it is allowed to cross the threshold of your world, it will circumnavigate the earth until the end of time. The lights aboard the HMS Marionette all go out. Jamie and Henrietta,
Mm-hmm.
you were
They are not together.
you are not together anymore.
No.
Okay.
Because Henrietta's going there. Jamie is hiding under the back row of the chairs
Okay.
of the theater.
Okay.
Um,
You feel
on
that
his-
ripping then too, and everything all of a sudden just
Yeah.
feels.
well, and he
wrong.
watches what happens.
Yeah.
But he's, yeah.
Everything just feels completely and utterly wrong.
Yeah. He's desperately trying to get into the computer systems of the boat. Are they online at all right
Nothing's
now?
online. In fact,
Okay.
I think your phone for a moment keeps responding before flickering and going black.
All right. I can stay safe out there. I can be out there and staying safe. Everyone keep running! And Jamie emerges from the seats of the theater.
Okay.
And he's going to ask you a question, Sam.
Okay.
Because he can just... now, this is the first time he's experienced this phenomenon or monster in this hunt, so
Sure.
he is going to ask you one question from the Investigative Mystery, I believe it was.
Great.
He wants to know, and he does know, what can hurt it.
Yes.
There is nothing that can hurt this thing.
Oh.
The thing that will stop it is closing that portal.
Okay.
And so if I have a clear picture, our shadows are ripping it open.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get our shadows?
Yeah. So he...
Here's what I will say. I would like to clarify this.
Yes.
Nothing Jamie knows about can hurt it.
Okay.
Because I think those are two distinct things.
He can think of no way to hurt it.
Yeah.
And he knows a lot of things.
Yes.
But we need to close the portal. He is going to... he can't operate his drone, I'm assuming, if his phone's not working. Okay. Then he is going to start running for the stage towards where Henrietta went.
Okay.
And he's calling out for Keely.
Okay. Maggie, you hear a voice in your head. And it says... No, I'm sorry, not Maggie. Keely.
Okay.
Keely, okay.
You hear a voice in your head. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It says, Miss Oshana?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's me, Keely again.
Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
Something's wrong with Jojo.
What's wrong with Jojo? What's going on?
I don't know. They just kind of stopped.
Does Jojo have a shadow?
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it looks like yes.
And Jojo just stopped?
Jojo just they're laying on the ground right now.
Do you know how
Can
to...
you do something?
Yeah. Of course I can. But I'm gonna need your help. Can you see if Jojo...
Who are you talking to?
What's up?
Who are you talking to?
Myself.
And what the fuck is that?
I'm sorry, I just got shot.
Keely, can you do anything, please?
Yeah. No, I'll be. Hold on, bear with me.
That's okay. No more out of you. Enough.
What? Are you kidding me?
You
remember when
you are
hey,
under arrest.
I'll enjoy being in your custody for the next 2 minutes before we all die. All right, just hold on. I'm using magic to talk to some kids.
You stop.
Yeah,
Keely,
don't make me shove you off the boat. Actually, you should get shut off the boat. I'm gonna shove that person off the boat.
act under pressure.
Is this the captain? Oh,
No, this is not the captain.
Is this the one who was who wanted to arrest me before?
No, this is another
Okay, it's a new
person
person.
that was
Cool.
in the room.
Oh, a new person that was in the
Yeah.
room. I'm just are we near the?
Yeah, because I said you were walking along
Oh, yeah,
sort of
yeah,
the
okay,
outer
cool.
balcony.
Cool. 9.
9? Here's the deal. I don't think they get all the way off the boat, but they're not holding you anymore.
Oh.
So you push them away from you, and they're like, wait, get her! And everyone else is like grabbing onto you stronger, and they start dragging you down the stairs.
I want to push them off and jump one deck down.
Okay.
No limits.
You need to get to the atrium to do that. There's not
no limits.
So you're just gonna punch through the floor?
I'm going to try to just
Punch through the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Roll no limits. What does that use?
Weird, right?
Yeah, that uses weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the end game.
8.
What on a mixed success? What
On a 7 to 9, you do it, but choose one consequence: suffer 1 harm, take -1 forward, or you need to rest right now. I am going to take -1 forward.
Okay. You will have -1
God.
forward on your next roll. Let me keep track of that.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself a big -1. Oh jeez.
Okay, Keely.
So they go to surround me, and I just punch through.
You punch through the floor and drop down to the next level. I don't think it feels great.
Yeah.
I think you managed to land in such a way that you don't incur additional harm.
But I don't like
only
hero pose.
Barely, and you do not hero pose.
No,
Absolutely
hero pose.
not. And everyone is looking down through the hole and just kind of gaping at you, and then they're all running for the stairs. Where are you going?
Is there anyone near me right now?
Yeah, everyone is headed to the lifeboats. You're on deck 4, so everyone on deck 3 that was headed for the lifeboats just saw someone tumble through the ceiling. Oh my God!
Sorry.
Are you Keely Stewart?
Yeah, no ticket. They had to kick me off that deck.
Where are you going, Keely?
Wait, do I see Keely? I see Keely?
You're not on the 3rd floor, are you?
Oh, I thought you said that.
No,
she
four
was
to
okay.
3.
I'm where am I going? I don't have a phone anymore because the werewolf was holding it and I shot him off the boat. So I can't contact Carly, I can't contact Susanna, I can't contact anyone. Except for the kids. Okay, so I'm just gonna start running.
Okay.
I'm gonna start running towards what's on the 3rd deck?
Real quick, you start running, Keely,
Yes.
and you run smack dab into Henrietta.
She picks you up and keeps running.
Oh.
I killed him. What's going on? My shadow left.
Take us to your cove.
Okay. I'm gonna do
no,
that.
go without me.
No.
No, please, dear God, go without me.
I see that she's wounded. I'm taking her to the cove.
No, I'm fine.
That one's a 6. I'm gonna re-roll this one.
Okay.
And that is a 4, and that is with a +3, so that's a 13.
Okay.
And she's running, so it's a 14.
You go. You are in the cove.
Jojo
Jojo is collapsed on the ground in front of you.
No. Any of you who can heal, please tend to Keely. She needs it desperately.
Okay. The kids start gathering around you.
She's gonna go over to Jojo. Jojo, what is happening? What's going on?
I don't know. I need water.
I can do that. She puts a hand on them and starts what is the word? Infusing water.
That's the wrong water.
Transfusing. Oh, you want the ocean water? The ocean water?
Which ocean?
The ocean that connects to our pool, right there.
Okay.
Okay. She's going to. Are you cool with her water bending some water out of there over to them?
Yeah. It hisses as it just turns to steam instantly on Jojo's skin. Wrong water! That's not the right one!
Jojo, I only know one more water. And she hands the sword over to them.
The sword...
to take the hilt.
They do. Mm-hmm. There is no immediate reaction.
Hey, Henrietta?
Yes.
Hold on. Can you... Do you think Jojo is somehow connected to the thing out in the ocean? Because this happened pretty consistent with that.
You know, let me ask. I'm gonna tune in
to the thing.
To Jojo.
To Jojo. Okay.
That's a 10. And I hold 3.
Okay.
So here's I want to try to answer that question.
Okay.
By tapping into Jojo and asking what Jojo on whatever level is planning to do right now.
Jojo is planning to go to the Pacific Ocean.
Is that where the boat was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it regard as the biggest threat?
What does Jojo regard as the biggest threat?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you an answer here, but I'm not gonna count this as a question because I don't feel like it's directly relevant to your situation. If they do not get seawater, like Pacific seawater, soon, they're going to die.
Okay, cool. So the question is, where is the creature right now?
Okay.
I'm going to ask it about Jojo, who I'm tuned into. And this is sort of to see if Jojo is in more than just right in front of me.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Jojo is at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. How? What?
Jojo is also in your hand.
The tooth. Oh my god. The tooth is from the monster.
Who are you going to attack next?
The sword vibrates, and for some reason, Henrietta, whether it's how long you've spent with this sword or that the sword just finally has been getting its message across or something, some form of magic, it says, I want to kill the thing not from this place, and I need their help to do it.
We will. And she grabs Jojo's hand.
Mom,
We're going.
I'm scared.
Close your eyes.
They close their eyes.
Sing your song. We'll be back. And they go to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
Maggie.
Yes. Okay, so I walked the people to the lifeboats before everything went awful, and I assume some of them are getting into the
You
lifeboats.
see this thing out on the horizon now,
Yes.
and you are noticing yourself not casting a shadow.
Yes. I am going to... And I saw my shadow get ripped away from me into where that thing is.
Well, you saw it get ripped away. You didn't have a line of sight on that thing to see that's where it went. But it's a plausible assumption, because you can see shadow arms stretching out, holding this portal open.
Can I run to a place where I can see it a little bit more clearly?
Yeah, the front of the boat.
I'll do that.
Cool.
And I am going to... I don't know if this is big magic or if it's normal magic.
Okay.
I want to try to start getting shadows back.
Okay.
Using magic.
I think you need to roll either investigate a mystery or read a bad situation.
Okay.
Because
here's
ahead.
my line of thought. Because my vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all these people, we are one. Circles kind of reflect that a little bit, right? That everyone's all together in one. And I just feel like that's what it was trying to warn me about.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
That all of our shadows are the ones that are holding open the gate for the monster to come through? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that tracks.
That makes a lot of
But
sense.
I don't know. What am I doing here? Oh, God.
Oh, well, you have a good bonus to it.
Do I?
Do you?
No.
You're reading a bad situation.
Oh, you're reading a bad
aren't you?
situation?
Yeah, no, I failed that one.
Oh.
That's a big old fail.
Oh, boy.
All right, Maggie.
Yeah.
Someone runs into you.
No.
And as they run into you like hard enough to knock you to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as you start picking yourself up, you come face to face with this person as they are scrambling away from the direction they've just run from. They are bleeding from the mouth. And they say, it is clear from the way they have opened their mouth that their tongue is gone. And they sprint away from you. And as you look down the hallway, you see a shadow. You see it step out from around the corner. You see it turn its eyes towards you. And you feel a connection. And Maggie, above your head, a halo appears. What do you do?
What kind of connection? What do you mean? Like a
bad one.
Like a bad one.
Like a bad, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you kind of connection.
I wanna keep that thing away from me. I know that for sure.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Is it? It doesn't feel like a spirit, right?
No.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
I'm going to run in the opposite direction, and if I get to like some sort of place I can bar, I'm gonna bar it. I'm gonna keep it away from me by making it unable to get through to me.
Where are you running to?
I'm on deck 4.
Yep.
I was in the front.
Yep.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run back towards where the lifeboats are. Maybe into the theater, actually.
Okay.
And once I'm in there, I'm going to bar. No, I don't want it. Yes, that's what I will do. I will bar the theater for that thing to get through.
Okay. Then you are running towards the theater. Roll me act under pressure.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Yes. That's a 12. Yeah.
A 12. Okay. Then you get just out of the way as this thing shrieks. It is the most blood-curdling sound that Maggie has ever heard in her life.
Okay.
It sounds simultaneously like death and like the worst experiences she's ever had and like a jet engine. But you are just far enough away that you only feel your ears start to bleed a little bit.
Got it.
Does the halo follow her?
The halo is still over your head.
Got it.
And you disappear towards the theater. Roll me just plus sharp.
Okay. 9.
All right, Maggie. While you are running towards the theater, you see something horrible. The lifeboats that have reached the water are full of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the further that these lifeboats get from the ship, the more bodies there are. And you recognize a spell. It's a tracking spell, but it's also a staying spell. It requires you to stay within a certain radius or be inflicted with terrible pain.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
People are still getting into the lifeboats?
They are.
Oh, frick. I'm going to try to stop them from going onto the lifeboats.
Cool. This would be a manipulate someone roll. But you have no charm, Maggie.
No, I do not.
And people completely ignore you.
No, they don't, because I cast magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to trap them onto the boat with
Okay.
magic.
That's my witch. That's our little goth witch. Yes.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. The people that have already gotten into the lifeboats are descending, but everyone who has not already gotten into a lifeboat runs into an invisible wall when they start to step off the edge of the boat.
Okay. I mean, they're not going to listen to me, but I'm still going to be like, get away, and I'm going to start running in the
Everyone is
opposite.
ignoring you.
I'm running. I'm going to go back. That thing is still chasing me.
Yep.
I'm going to try to find Jesus. I'm going to try to get to a place where I can keep myself, where I need to be able to see the thing. Where can I see the thing and also be in a room? I don't know where there are windows and
Captain's
things.
quarters.
The bridge, maybe.
Okay, that's where I'll go.
Okay. All right. Keely?
I'm stressed.
Did anybody heal Keely at all?
No one has managed to heal you yet. Some, specifically Ahmed's palms are glowing, but there has been no sign of you actually being healed yet.
All right. Well,
Sorry, Miss Keely.
no, it's okay. It's super not your fault because I just don't have time. That's the problem.
Megan walks up to you. Hey, Miss Keely.
Yeah, what's up? Can I help you, Megan? What's up?
Where's Miss Oshana?
Miss Oshana is no longer alive. But because of what she did, she protected all of us.
She said she wouldn't leave us.
She didn't leave you. She's still there. You kidding me? All the things she could do, you don't think she's sticking with you for the rest of your life?
Well, we've got to have a funeral or something.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. I think so. I think that'd be real nice, and I think she'd enjoy it.
Megan just leans in and gives you a big hug.
I hug Megan back. Her last gift to me was keeping all of you with me. So I'm going to need relatively consistent back and forth from y'all. Make sure you're okay, all right?
Yeah, okay. We can do that.
Okay. Now, hold on. I need to see if I still have this with me. I don't. That was a 7. I wanted to have wrestled one of those pens away from Jameson as well, so I could snap it and teleport myself back. But 7 and 9 on preparedness. You have it, but not here. It will take some time to get it.
It's on the boat.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Yeah. Sorry I put you in a cave.
Hey, good thing I didn't drink or I'd be dead right now. Any of y'all know how to get me back to the Pacific Ocean?
Well, Miss Henrietta will be back soon.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I'll just chill. I'll wait.
We'll wait with you.
Thank you.
And everyone sits down next to you.
What y'all do down here for fun?
Susanna said she liked you. Henrietta?
Yes.
And Jojo, you appear in the blackness of the void at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. I don't know how deep Henrietta has dived before.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can tell me.
Not to the bottom,
Okay.
but to like she has hit the ocean floor in many points, like parts of the world.
Okay.
But not the bottom of the ocean.
Okay. Then you feel just an immense pressure on you immediately. It is not actively doing you harm, but it's also probably not a good idea to stay here.
For sure.
Jojo, on the other hand, looks happier than you've ever seen them. They just like let out their arms, and there is just a moment of like pure bliss.
Jojo.
And they start to glow.
Jojo, sweetie, you're glowing,
Hey,
and not in the way that I always say you are. You are literally glowing.
In the light that they are providing, you illuminate a gigantic skeleton. Mom,
Yes, Jojo.
I think this is where I'm supposed to be.
I agree. Do you, she says to the sword, want to go with them?
You hear it resoundingly in your head an affirmative yes. Before you give this away, I want you, Jonas, to understand the mechanic that is about to happen here. If you give this sword to Jojo, something is going to happen. You are not going to have use of this sword anymore. You can keep it and continue to use it as Henrietta, or you can give it to Jojo. I am not going to tell you what happens. I am going to tell you it is something that will be beneficial to you.
Okay.
It is completely up to you. Literally, this story can go either way, but I want you to know that.
Jojo,
Yeah.
you are old enough now that I cannot, in good faith, make decisions about your future without consulting you. Do you understand this?
I think so.
Okay. I feel that if I pass this on to you, which I will say is an inevitability in our lifetime, but when I pass it to you, I believe you will change in some way, and perhaps other things will as well. But I do not know beyond that. Are you prepared for big changes, Jojo?
Well, I don't know that anyone's ever prepared for big changes.
Then
They
you
just
are
sort of
ready.
happen.
Yes. I think that's it, Jojo. I think you need to take it.
Jojo grabs the hilt of the sword, and it begins to transform. Henrietta, you cannot stay here. I will tell you, Henrietta being a Selkie, and I'm not entirely sure what the culture of the Selkies is, but clearly there is some form of that would allow this sword to pass down along with the story of it.
Yes, a traditional sword.
Then the story that you heard growing up as a young Selkie was that this sword had been given to you and your family in exchange for something. A promise that one day you would give it back to the person who owned it so that they may once again rule over the seas. Jojo begins to expand. They are the Pacific Leviathan. And you need to leave.
Make me proud, Jojo.
I will, Mom!
Okay, love you, bye.
Where do you go?
To the cove.
Okay.
One final time.
Oh. That was a good moment.
So I mean, I guess I do like her too. I think that's oh, Henrietta, hello.
It's okay. Jojo is good. They're where they need to be.
Okay, you came back alone.
They're the Pacific Leviathan. And she puts her hands on Keely, and I'm going to heal her.
Okay. Roll use magic.
And that is an 8 plus 3, so that is an 11.
Okay. Keely, you are healed for 1 harm.
Okay.
Back on the boat.
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Panicking.
Mm-hmm.
For one.
Yep.
He's gotten into the room, the green room, where he can kind of tell sort of what has happened here. Well, he can see the body, right? Which is on the ground. He sees the sword, like the wound in the person, which maybe is still crackling.
Sure. Yeah.
Is there a window in this green room?
No, absolutely not.
Then he's still calling out for Keely. He has no idea where she is. He's also calling out for Maggie.
Okay.
And he is trying to get to maybe he's heading for, let's say he's heading for Mr. Jerry's games room.
Okay.
Mr. Wessler's room.
Okay. I need you to... Well, actually, no. I'm just going to give this to you because you said you were taking a look at that body.
Mm-hmm.
There is a letter in the inside pocket of this person's suit jacket.
Then,
Do you take it?
Yes. And he is reading it as he's running.
Okay. It's handwritten, pretty quickly penned, and it just says, thanks for all the fun.
He folds up and puts it in his pocket.
Okay. Roll me plus sharp, Jamie. It does.
That's a 10.
Okay.
And it's because of a -1. So.
Then you see the shadow coming.
Oh, no.
It emerges at the other end of the hall, and you see it smile. And you feel something above you, appearing above your head. You have a halo, Jamie. The shadow begins to move towards you. What do you do?
He throws up a hand towards it, like kind of instantly.
Okay.
And his we're not sure if it is the turning or just a thing he's doing, but he has very like sharp, pointed fingernails now.
Okay.
Painted black. And he looks at the shadow and he says, "Get out of here." I'm banishing it.
Get out of here! Get out of
Hell
here!
yeah, that's a 12.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, on a 12, you do what you set out to do. The shadow disappears.
And he keeps running.
Okay.
Thank you, Maggie. Please be alive.
Maybe.
Cool. Then, Maggie.
Hello.
You have just thrown the doors open to the Legacy Theater. It is empty now. There's no one left here.
Okay.
What do you do?
Am I in the Legacy Theater or am I in the observation deck?
Oh, is that where you were running?
That's where I was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're at the observation deck, yes.
Okay. And I still have a halo above my head.
Yes.
Can I try to banish what I assume this is, which is like a curse? Sort of?
Yes, you can try.
No, never mind. I will not do that. No, I don't know about that. I think instead I will. Do I know if I bar the because I've done this before. If I bar a place, I'm still able to use magic, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to bar this place.
Okay.
Using magic.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And 9.
Okay.
Great. And it will be. You know what? I'm just gonna take that one hit there for myself. I'm gonna take a harm.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for now. And then
What does that bring your harm to?
1.
Okay.
Because I healed myself before.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to walk over to the window.
Okay.
And I'm going to look out at this beast, which was my initial goal.
Mm-hmm. It just looks like a storm.
Okay.
It just looked like a storm is building on the horizon.
Okay. Can I try to do the thing that I was trying to do before, where I try to grab some of the shadows back?
Yes. So there is a mechanic for getting your shadow back.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you roll me investigate a mystery?
You can just wait till I get back. I can do this.
8.
Okay. So I believe that means you get one question.
I mean, can it just be what were you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Like, what can it do?
I think that makes sense.
All right.
So this creature has a move called Reunion. Reuniting with your shadow is a personal, individual experience. A hunter must go to sleep to search their subconscious for it, and must not be interrupted while they are under. Going to sleep in this context will take hunters to an empty version of this ship, where you are going to face the thing that scares you most. That, by the way, there's no guarantee just by going to sleep that you will get your shadow back.
Sure.
There is something that
it's like a challenge.
has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would I? So that's per person, though.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna observe another place or time.
Okay.
And I want to observe when they discovered this thing, all the information about this thing in Siberia.
Okay. Roll use magic, yeah.
13.
Cool. I am going to use one of my hard moves against you, and you are not going to get that information. Because the minute your mind goes orange, you feel the wall that you had just put up fall. You feel someone undo your magic. And you turn, Maggie, in the direction that it seems to be coming from, and there's a woman standing in front of you. It's the woman whose room you entered. And she is tapping her foot and saying, "Now, please don't get in the way of all this."
I should have known. I really should have. And I'm going to immediately attack this lady because honestly, I'm tired of it.
Right to their fucking head.
What are you rolling?
I'm going to roll. Kick some ass. I plan to use blast with my life drain as the base. And yes, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully.
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus. Oh, and I do.
Okay.
And I do hard because that is a 14.
Cool. This woman, whose name is Maybelline, just completely smashes into the backside of this observation deck and slumps to the floor just as her two sisters walk around the corner. One of them
it's the weird sisters.
is the barkeep that you met
Oh my god.
deep below the ship with the white button-up and the vest.
She gave the water to my friend, right?
You don't know.
She fucking better have.
They see what you have just done to their sister. You need to roll act under pressure.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Sam, is this a weird sisters thing that you're doing with these three people? Okay,
maybe.
Yep. 11 plus 1.
Okay. Then you dance out of the way
as... act under pressure?
Yes.
Yes, then 12.
Okay. Then you dance out of the way as spells go flying over you. There's like a streak of red and a streak of green, and they just like completely destroy the deck around you. And then one of them holds up their hands and is going to cast Trap a Person, Place, or Thing.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Because I'm going to attack her.
Cool. Roll.
God, I'm sick of it.
Which
I'm so mad. Okay, well, there's that. Yeah, that's a 12.
Okay, for kick some ass?
Yeah.
How much harm do you do with that?
I do 2 plus I have my life drain to that, so that's a 2.
Okay, hang on. I need to keep track of these sisters.
Wait, can you not add 1 with a great success? Not with magic.
I don't think so,
No,
because it's not advanced. Yeah. I don't have that advanced move.
And you're not kicking ass here.
I am kicking
So
ass.
I think with kick some ass you can
with kick some ass
inflict terrible harm.
Oh,
Plus 1.
Well then I would have done that with both of them.
Okay, so there's 1 additional harm.
So 3 total for both.
Okay.
But then don't you also take harm?
Right.
Or
you don't take harm.
Yeah.
Well, they did attack me, so does that count as them trying to do that? So then they missed.
No. I mean, you will take harm
when you.
Then I won't do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Then she lets down her arms to kind of like deal with you, and you still manage to like blow her back, and then you feel something wrap around your neck. The sister that you just attacked has a garrote around your neck, and she's pulling on it hard. Act under pressure.
So many rolls in a row.
Jeez Louise. Act under pressure?
Mm-hmm.
7.
It's not a failure.
All right, Maggie.
Close.
Okay. You can take 2 harm, or you can remain in her grasp.
I will remain in her grasp.
Okay. Then one of the other sisters lines up a shot just as the shadow rounds the corner. And the three of them see it, immediately let go of you, and run.
Okay.
You are staring down this shadow.
Okay.
Keely and Henrietta, are you back on the boat?
As we teleport, would you allow me to do this move in reverse?
No.
Okay, cool. Yes, we're on the boat.
Okay. Then you come back to chaos. People are like beating against what looks like an invisible wall, trying to get to the lifeboats. And there are things. None of them are headed your way yet, but they seem to be around every corner.
Where are we going? And she's like on Henrietta's back.
Henrietta, you see this huge sphere, or this huge circle shape with the shadows holding it open for the first time. And you see the storm in the distance.
We need to do something about that.
We need to get to Maggie.
Done.
Roll.
And I'm running as we're doing this. So that is a 9. No. Wait, is this? I roll...
So
hold
Henrietta
on.
rolls cool for this move.
No, Angel Wings is plus weird.
It is plus weird?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it an act under pressure to hold on to you and Keely?
I thought so, but that's not what you wrote on my card.
Well, but that's what we've been playing with, yes?
I think so.
Okay. No.
What?
It is plus weird for that to work. It is act under pressure if you're taking someone with you.
No,
think it's
it
correct.
works if I'm not taking anyone with me.
Maybe
Maybe you just wrote plus weird because it would make sense if it was plus weird. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is act under pressure.
Okay. That's what we've been playing with.
Yes.
Let's continue playing with that. for
Okay,
now.
cool.
Okay.
Then then that's just a failure.
Okay. So Henrietta is assumed to have failed on that. Okay.
I can't.
Nope,
Because-
that's not what happens.
Okay.
Keely, you are going to teleport to Maggie.
Okay.
Henrietta, you are going to teleport to the Dirge.
Oh no.
No.
You
No.
see people lining the streets. You see a huge projection screen. And you see Susanna standing just off to the side.
Susanna,
Henrietta?
are you okay?
Oh my god.
What's happening?
There's something going on.
Is there a vacuum man here? A vacuum con person?
No, but look, and she points up to the screen. The speaker is on the screen, reading from a prepared statement. He says the world's about to end.
We're not going to let it. I need a vacuum man.
I can't help you.
Okay. That's fine. She's gonna tune into the monster.
Which one?
Does she know about other active monsters other than that Maelstrom?
Yes. I mean, she did see
She's
those
got things on the
things.
boat. I think she's tapping into the fate.
Okay.
And that is a 7, so I'm gonna hold 1.
Okay.
How can All right, I need you to help me.
Yeah,
suss this
for which
out.
one?
So it's the questions I have on Tune In. You're gonna have to look at mine.
Okay.
I'm between what is it going to do right now and how can I attract its attention.
For the creature. Also,
the
by the way, Sam,
Mhm.
when a magic spell works,
Yeah.
with hacks, one of the things I can do is another 2 harm. So
Oh,
I think I
cool.
would have done that.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I was thinking of.
I will
Okay.
put that on one of the witches then.
Thank you.
I think the witch that you hit first makes the most sense.
If any of the other ones make more sense, Sam, I could do those, but those are the two that jumped out at me.
Which one? Where is the creature right now?
I was thinking of doing what is it planning to do right now, or how can I attract its attention?
Okay. Both of these are valid questions, but they may not help you in the way that you think they're going to.
Okay.
I feel like who does it regard as the biggest threat is kind of a good idea, because then we could figure
Yeah.
out who can stop it,
That's a good point.
right?
Let's do that.
Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
Yes.
So what happens when Henrietta tunes into things?
I think that she senses what it is sensing.
Okay.
I think she kind of, I don't think that it is in the same way that Maggie, scries on them. I think
Okay.
it is more of an, if I was this thing, and in this moment I am, what would I be thinking or feeling?
Okay. It is thinking two things. Walk and Leviathan.
Okay, Susanna, I'm having trouble teleporting. I don't suppose you can help me with this.
I mean, not me personally, but I might have someone we can call.
Please.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Keely. You appear right next to Maggie just as this shadow begins to attack. You both are going to instantly take, let's see, this thing, hang on one second. You are both instantly going to take 2 harm as it opens its mouth and shrieks. You can feel your eardrums just vibrating, and then as soon as it's over, it's like that moment right after you've walked out of a loud concert where your ears just feel completely stuffed with cotton. And then it is going to make its way towards you. Maggie, roll act under pressure.
Do I have to?
I'm going to roll protect someone.
Okay.
8.
9.
Okay. On a 9 for protect someone, what happens?
7+, you protect them, okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to take.
Okay. Then Keely. Wait. Actually, I need to figure something out real quick. Keely, you are going to take 3 harm.
No.
As this shadow's arm slides between your ribs.
Do you have 1 luck point or 0?
Can I help
How much
out?
harm are you at, Keely?
I was at 4.
Well,
So
I healed you
this-
for 1. Or
Yeah,
is that after?
that's after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this
you took-
would kill you, right?
I am going to use my final luck point to take no harm.
Okay. Keely Stewart, you are doomed. But you miraculously fend this thing off. How does it happen?
So I jump in front of Maggie, and as this thing is coming towards us, and it reaches its arm out, and I think at the last minute, I was thinking of taking the brunt of the force, and then I reel back, and I just hit both Maggie and me out of the way with the no limits, the strength,
Yeah.
that extra kick of physical force that I have. And as I hit the ground next to Maggie, and we're both looking at each other, I just go, "Get it out of here."
Maggie, you have time to do one thing.
I'm going to banish it.
Do it.
Yes. Well, hold on. Let me do math just because it's fun.
Mhm.
10 plus 3 plus my extra, so 14.
All right.
Get out of here.
The shadow in front of you disappears into a shower of purple sparks. You still have a halo on top of your head.
Maggie,
Yeah.
Henrietta was.
You okay?
My ears are bleeding and I got shot
I'm going to
earlier.
try to heal.
It is sort of hard to hear each other, even
Okay.
at such a close distance.
Well then,
Are you okay?
My ears are bleeding. My ears are bleeding and I got shot
I'm
earlier.
gonna try to heal her now.
Okay.
With magic. Yes. The answer
Keely,
is
you are
yes.
healed for 1 harm.
We can keep her alive.
Hi. So Henrietta was here. And brought me here, but I don't know where Henrietta is.
Thing does take 2 harm, by the way.
The shadow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it takes harm in the first place, but it does take 2 harm.
It does take harm,
Okay.
and it does take 2 harm.
Thank you.
Yep.
One more time.
Where Henrietta brought me here. I don't know where Henrietta went.
Oh.
Do you know where Jamie is?
I don't know where anyone is. The people who left the boat are dead, because the herbs actually are to keep them here. So I trapped them on the boat.
And people were beating against the. Okay, so everybody that I got off the ship just died.
Yeah.
All them people.
But you didn't know any better. I have no idea what to do, Keely. I am.
That thing's.
I think this means this thing is still gonna come after me. I don't.
It looks cute.
Just really twisting the knife, huh?
Can we get anyone to help us? Because I'm kind of at a loss.
I can try.
Hey, Maggie.
Yeah.
You would know Keely was not there for the presentation
Yeah.
that the speaker gave.
Right.
Is it safe to assume that wherever you are headed next, you are catching Keely up on this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So where are you headed next, real quick?
I guess we're looking for Jamie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking for Jamie.
Okay.
So
So headed back into the innards of the ship. Keely, as Maggie is describing everything that the speaker said, it's weird, right? It all sounds kind of like familiar. Almost like you might have read about this sort of thing.
$13. Are you gonna cancel me out?
Keely, you know everything about the fate. You read that book in Siberia.
Okay. Hold on. I didn't know it as the fate. I knew it as a different word that I can't pronounce.
okay.
Um,
How do we stop it?
There's I can't think of a way to stop it except for the closing the hole up. I didn't unless there. I know it can JoJo's a Leviathan. And I feel like that has something to do with the story of this creature.
Yeah. Okay. That's a lot to take in. Will JoJo?
Will JoJo.
Mm.
Henrietta left with Lil JoJo, came back without Lil JoJo, and then said, JoJo is the Pacific Leviathan.
I don't know what that is.
I do.
Okay.
What could I possibly know that would be very helpful right now?
Pretty much, you can ask me any question about the monster. We will essentially treat it as if you're going to be rolling investigate a mystery.
And as if I have the advanced roll.
As if you had the advanced move. So you can ask me any question about the creature or creatures, including the Leviathan and the Fate. And I will tell you what you either remember or barely remember or don't remember, depending on your roll.
Then for this first thing, I want to know how to stop these tiny shadows that are trying to kill people.
Okay. Roll investigate a mystery.
Cool. 10.
Okay.
So you can hold 3.
So
I'm
these
so glad I
things-
didn't ditch sharp. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
These things are called the heralds. They are the things that come before the fate. They're sort of like the landing party. They are created when your shadow is pulled away by the fate. They can be killed through normal means, but that's not really very effective because they just keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to really get rid of them is to take away what they're building on, so reunite with your shadow. Or kill the person whose shadow it is.
So all of the people who got off the ship, when they
You
died...
look now, Keely, you see that circle has quite a few less shadow hands holding it open.
I'm gonna relay that information. So either we drown everyone or we have a big sleepover.
Well, if we do the sleep thing, there's no guarantee they're gonna get their shadows back.
And while they're asleep, anything could happen to them.
And the heralds will keep coming even if they're
Until
asleep.
they're reconnected, yeah.
They can. What the deal with the heralds is individual ones can be killed, and thus what you know to be the tracker, the halo, will disappear. But then, in its place, another one will show up, find someone, track them, hunt them down until they are dead. Well, or maybe dead. You have heard that the heralds don't actually kill their victims. They just eliminate all of their senses.
Hey, that sounds worse.
Yeah, it does kind of sound
That
worse.
sounds worse than death. So what you're telling me is we have a decision right now to either kill everyone to save everyone in the world, or
It's the trolley problem.
mm-hmm.
This creature has given us the trolley problem.
Martin's family's on this boat.
Martin's family is on this boat.
Makes it a little harder.
Well, they can sleep if we get them to a secure location. We'll focus on them getting their shadows back, and if we gather everybody into one location and legit had some kind of everybody go to sleep. How do you sleep in this though? That's the real question. That's what I want to know.
Would I know any sleep spells?
Yes.
Oh.
Big magic.
I know big magic that could cause people to go to sleep. Do I know what components I would need for that?
Yes, you do.
What components would I need for that?
Things Keely knows about and might have on her.
Hey. Here, let me roll prepared.
For the sleep spell that you are thinking of, you need permission.
Yes. Okay. Permission.
From the people that need to sleep.
From everyone who needs to sleep.
Yep.
That is the key component of the spell.
That's kind of nice.
Okay.
You're Keely Stewart. If you can't convince them, who can?
Jamie.
Yes.
You have reached Thomas Wessler's room. The halo above your head is still there.
So as we're running, this is a new phenomenon to me.
Mm-hmm.
What can it do?
This is the thing that allows the shadow to track you.
Okay.
Also, if you touch it, you get 1 harm.
Okay. Cool.
So don't touch it.
He's not touching it. He's continuing to run. And yeah, he gets to the door and he opens it if he can.
Okay. Jamie, here is where I'm going to take my hard move against you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It is also tied into the fact that Keely is doomed and unlucky.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no.
Standing over the body of Thomas Wessler is Jameson. and he points his gun at you and says, "Bye-bye, kid." And he shoots you in the chest for 4 harm. Fine.
Jamie takes it.
Okay. What do you do?
So Jamie was like, we would say, he was 8 feet from Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
He gets knocked back another 7 feet. He's now 15 feet.
He gets knocked back down in the doorway,
Sure,
but I wouldn't
sure.
say 7 feet.
Sure. Well, so he crawls back a few feet. So he's got some space between them.
Sure, yes.
Too much space for a person to close quickly.
Sure.
But a vampire with a tooth attack with the range of close rather than just intimate can do that.
Jamie, you gave up tough. Is this a weird roll?
No, it would be a tough roll. So, here's what he's doing. He's not attacking Jameson. He is intimidating Jameson. And I want this to be Dark Negotiator, which allows me to manipulate someone on monsters as well as people, as long as they can reason and talk.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
charging at him, and I want to scare the shit out of him, and I
Okay.
want him to think the bullet did not hurt me.
Okay.
God, we
Roll.
love a classic vampires versus werewolves.
Actually, yeah. Okay, that is a 6 plus 2, so 8.
And this was a manipulate someone?
Yes.
Okay. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. You need to collide with Jameson in order to prove to him that you are a threat. That will also put you in range the minute he realizes you're not a threat of hurting you.
Okay. There's a window in this room, right?
There is a window. It is small. Not enough to push Jameson out of.
What about me?
You could probably get out of it.
So I'm charging him,
Okay.
and I'm going to collide with him,
Okay.
but in that time, I want to dive out the window.
Through the window.
Through the window.
Okay.
Yep.
You're going to take harm from this.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I guess roll act under pressure.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 9. It's a 9. It's a 9.
Okay. 2 harm and you get out the window. 1 harm and you stay in the room. But Jameson is going to be backing away from you.
Jamie doesn't know that we can't leave the boat. Hold on.
Is it sunny outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a belligerently blue sky.
Mm-hmm. You would be able to see that though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
which I think is what stops him. I'm gonna take the 1 harm,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stay here.
You land basically right next to Thomas Wessler. You turn and see he's still alive. He's not dead yet. And Jameson is backing out of the room holding his gun, and he says, "Oh, kid, you got another thing coming." And then he slams the door.
Mr. Wessler.
I'm in a lot of pain
Mr.
right
Wessler.
now.
Hey. Okay. Mr. Wessler, look at me. You're still here, okay? That means something.
Only barely, kid.
Have you been told before that you have a fighting spirit?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you did, but you do, okay? That's a
Okay.
secret that even was a secret to you. Right?
He shot me in the stomach.
I understand. I can see that. I can help you, Thomas. But I only know one way.
No way.
Is it permanent?
Yeah. But can I tell you a secret?
Please do.
It's kind of lit.
I don't know what that
It's
means.
cool.
Okay, please do it now.
And Jamie is going to turn him.
Okay. Here's how I want to play this. Because I fucking love this move.
Yeah.
But Jamie, you have explicitly stated, does not know how to do this.
Correct. Well...
Could have been lying to someone who just really wanted it.
I think we've established so far that Jamie doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's
here's
more
what I
realistic.
want you to do.
Okay.
Roll plus sharp. You have +1 forward.
Okay.
If you roll a success, you know how to do it perfectly, no harm to him.
Okay.
If you roll a mixed success, you are going to hurt him, but he still becomes a vampire.
Okay.
If you roll a failure, you kill him.
Cool. I do need to tell you, I suffered 1 less harm from the gunshot because I'm immortal, and -1 for the one I took from the window, which means I didn't.
Okay.
Just, I had forgotten about that. So I'm gonna roll.
Good thing not to forget.
Yes, I agree. Okay. So with the +1 forward, it washes out my -1, which makes this roll a 5, but I'm spending a luck point.
Okay.
Oh,
So it is a 12. I don't hurt him.
You feed on Thomas Wessler, and he looks back at you, and you see his irises turn red.
You're still gonna feel bad for a while.
Yeah, I feel pretty shitty still.
Also, I don't know for sure what your powers are. They
Can
might
I
be
shoot
different
webs?
from mine. You can try it. They might be made of blood.
That would be upsetting.
Yeah, but also kind of lit.
That's true. You need to get to a hospital. I need to get... Well, and you see it's starting to heal.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually.
Be safe out there, kid.
You too.
I want to play you at chess again.
Yeah.
Now that we're both vampires.
Gentlemen,
Vampires playing chess.
Your master might be a kid. Like, younger kid than me, just so you know. Because mine might be, if that's how it works.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll catch up with you.
I'm gonna lock my door.
Good idea.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Henrietta,
Yes.
you and Suzanne are standing outside. Susanna, thank you. Are standing outside the dirge, and Susanna gets off the phone, and she says, "Okay, I have someone coming. It's actually kind of a funny story.
Can you tell it quickly?
Striding through you, towards you, out of the crowd, is Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse.
Hey, big guy.
Sure.
I've got one of these.
Yes.
It's only got one use left on it.
Can I use it?
Yeah, hey, I think things are getting pretty hairy here. The National Guard is moving in.
Things are hairier on the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, yikes. What's going on over there?
The apocalypse.
Shit. Good
But
luck.
It's okay, though. My child is a Pacific Leviathan, and the other one is a vampire.
I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to trust that it's a good thing.
Click. Oh, sorry. Can you give me the pen?
Here you go.
Click.
And next time on Monster of the Week.
Wow, at 10:29 exactly. That's perfect.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this penultimate episode of Monster of the Week. This is pretty much the big one. Like, this is pretty much all of the questions. I think there's very few questions that have yet to be answered. So I hope you liked them. They've been sitting in my head for a while, including, oh my god, you came so close to figuring out what JoJo was in Arc 4, and I wasn't like really ready to do that yet. And it was very, very exciting to get to pull that off this episode.
Yeah. How long have you known that is what they were?
A while. At least the last 2 arcs.
Cool. So since you knew that we were going to introduce JoJo.
Yes.
Because there was a point where I talked about introducing JoJo as a secondary character.
Yes.
Because if Henrietta died, I still wanted to do a dual thing, but I wanted Jamie and JoJo.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that have been interesting?
Thank you so much for watching. If this was your first episode, Wow, that was a doozy.
That was some real shit, though.
You can find the rest of the episodes and catch up on the whole series on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Monster of the Week. You can also find an interview that we did with Michael Sands, who's the creator of the game. He's a wonderful human being, and you should go watch the interview and support his art, because games are important, and directly supporting the creators is how you put more art out into the world. So thank you so much for watching. I have been your keeper, Sam Richardson. You can find me on Twitter and talk about what you thought of this episode. Please send me stuff, because I'm so curious. This stuff has been sitting in my head for a while, and I would very much like to hear what people thought about it. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, Laggardson, and you can also find me on a show called Hijinks to Handlebars, which I will let William talk about more.
I have been Jonas Newhouse. You can typically find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. Right now, my handle is at Boss Domkey, like donkey with an M. That might change by the time you're hearing this. So either at Jonas Newhouse, if you go there, it'll redirect you to at Boss Domkey. Domkey. I tweet about Pokemon and the other shows I do here, such as Hijinks and Handlebars, which William will talk about. I'm in a band called Glass Beach. I tweet about that as well. Glass Beach Band. That's kind of what I have to say. If you are interested in more information about those, it's at those handles.
Hi, I'm William. I've been playing Keely, the expert. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I'm kind of reeling because like every cool thing I did this episode either got undone or was bad, because all the stuff you had in place directly competed with what I was like trying to figure out.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not that it's bad. I'm just like, I like played like right into your hands. It's like you knew me as a player and knew the things that I might try to do, and then set me up for failure, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm into it. But yeah, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I also GM Hijinks and Handlebars here, which is a Kids on Bikes actual play live stream. And it's a continuous campaign. It's been going on for a really long time. You can find the VODs for the season 1 and now the season 2 that we've started recently, all on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. We also live stream every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Leviathan time. And I also next Wednesday, I did it this morning, but next Wednesday I will also be finishing up my arc with the crew who do Jace Bellerin Must Die, usually for the D&D Twitch channel. So I'll be on the official D&D Twitch channel one more time, 9 a.m. Pacific Leviathan time, next Wednesday for my final episode of Perdition, Way to Perdition or something like that. It's a D&D 3-shot, 3-episode 1-shot that is happening inside of the Eberron setting for D&D, and that's been really fun. The episode today was great, and I am very excited for the next one, and I feel very happy that they have invited me to do that with them. So check that out. I think that's all I got.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, great. Hey, I'm Sam, and you can find me at twitch.tv/pixelsammy. I got real frustrated this episode. Ooh, I'm good, though, and you can hang out with me there, and everything's great. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Please join us next week for the campaign finale of Monster of the Week. We will see you then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, it's me now. Goodbye.